What's going on, people? It's Arsenal versus Liverpool. This is the one, guys. This is the one.
Yes.
Yeah, what's going on, Neomis?
I'm good. This is the game I've been waiting on. I've been from the time I finished work at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Oh, this is the one everyone's talking about. So I patiently waiting the next 15 minutes for us to really get started. But I'm good though.
Yeah. Ebony, what's going on, man?
Yes, as you can see, I'm at work. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get onto this website to try and watch the game. But, but this circle just keeps going round and round and round.
Right. So I'm gonna set up my Sky Go app. Let me just rewind it, guys. We're gonna have a look at the team sheet and see where everybody is at the moment. Just want to say a big shout out to everybody. I'm still going to go with 2-2 today. That's going to be my forte. I think that would be an amazing result for us because we're still going to be third place. Anything better than that is going to be a blessing. Mark Thompson, big shout out to Mark. Mark is saying, you lot are brave, innit? Yeah, we're brave, man, because we got to be here. Come rain, snow, wind, anything, bro. Yeah, we got to just shout out our people. What's going on, Kez? What's happening, Kez? Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. So, guys, I'm going to set up my team sheet in a second. Let's get to that now. Guys, so Arsenal looks like they've made 4 changes from the team that beat West Ham last week. Gabriel, Klasnach, Saka, and Ceballos dropped to the bench, and in come Tierney, Luiz, El Nene!
In defense.
Maitland-Niles. So, team goes, guys. Leno in goal, Holding, Luiz, and Tierney. We go Bellerin, El Nene, Xhaka, and Miles. And then we go Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. So, pretty much the same team as the Community Shield. However, William didn't feature in that. So, it's we're balling right now. Yes, that's the team that we wanted outside of Gabriel. La African Guna, why have they left out Gabriel?
Some questions even fans can answer. The only reason I see it for me is that we want to be comfortable. Like, I mean, it's a big game, right? So maybe we don't want to put him under pressure, even though it's not really pressure because he had 2 man of the match performances. So it's a really weird one. I think we just want to be comfortable in the players that we know, and we don't really want to take a risk. By the way we've set up, for me, it looks like we're going to be very defensive. We're going to hit them on the counter. It's only going to be a 1 or 2-0, 1 or 2, 3 goals. It's not going to be a 5-5 or a 4-4. Arshavin, I mean, every time I say 4-4, that commentary comes into my head, right? So yeah, I think we just want to be comfortable. We knew El Neni was going to start. Ceballos is just not, the one for the game. He definitely will come on, and we know that Willian was going to start because he has the all-round game. And look, they're going to be looking at our right side and going to be licking their lips. Bellerin and Holding, right? And Mane and obviously Robertson are going to be. They're going to be looking to go on play on their left, and we're going to be looking to play on our left. So it's going to be really interesting. But I mean, I'm confident. It just depends on how we start the game, to be honest. If we start strong and we impose ourselves, as I said on Twitter and on the thread, I mean, chest out, right? We're not scared of you. That's the attitude we need to go in, when we walk into the pitch. That's the attitude that we need, because if they see any fear in Arsenal, they're going to come for us. So they're going to come for us anyways. But we need to start off strong and let them only put on the pressure near the end. So it's exciting.
For real. I mean, right now, I just want to say hello to everybody. So we've got Mark T on Facebook. We've got 18 on YouTube. Kez on Facebook. We've got Kurt on YouTube. He's saying hello, everybody. Sticking to my 3-2 score prediction. Come on, Arsenal. We've got Andrew on YouTube. Cool K YouTube. Everybody confident? Yeah, bro, I'm confident because I love the team sheet. I love where we're going with that. Vincey, what's going on, bro?
Man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Tonight's the night, family.
Yes, bro.
Someone's confident. Make sure you have a tissue box next to you just in case, things go wrong.
Hey, I got the pineapple rum in the back there. Nabil, what's going on, Nabil?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, feeling confident?
Hey, can you tell me something? I've got 2 laptops here. I'm using my old Mac. Is my camera pixelated or is it okay?
It's okay because I set this at 720p, so it would be okay for everybody.
It will come out great on your end, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Andrew saying, what's a starting lineup? We just went through that, but we'll go through it again. It's Leno in goal, Holding, Luis and Tierney as your back three. It's Bellerin, El Nene, Xhaka and Niles in the midfield. Up front is Willian, Lacazette and Aubameyang. The good news is the bench is strong. Gabriel, Ceballos, Saka, Pepe, Nketiah, and I didn't even mention Klasnach.
I mean, we look at our bench, right? I mean, our bench is much stronger than Liverpool's, which is actually quite fascinating. For me, it's pretty much a given. I don't see Gabriel coming on at all. It's going to be Saka, Pepe, and Ceballos. Those are the three that are going to come on, especially, no matter if we're winning or losing, those are the subs that I see coming on. Pepe to stretch them, at the end, or if we need a goal. Ceballos to replace El Neni, to put legs into the midfield when El Neni gets tired, because El Neni is going to have to be running around today. We know Xhaka, we know Xhaka ain't doing that. So El Neni is really going to have to be the fastest donkey, as Tony would say, in that midfield today and be running his butt off. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. The midfield battle is really going to be important. Thiago Alcantara is not playing, which is a great positive for us, to be honest. So yes.
Yeah.
And just I wanted to say to Mitzi, because we were having a chat on Twitter, and someone posted about would you sell Nketiah for 25 million? And I said, yeah, I'd take the money, because honestly, I wouldn't lose sleep on it, and I want to buy Partey. So listen, 25 million for Nketiah is a lot of money right now. He isn't at that market value for me right now. If you're offering 10 to 15, I'm saying no. But if you're offering 25, that's Martinez money right now. So I'll take it.
You'd sell Nketiah?
No way.
For 25,
hell no.
Take it.
I don't care. No, don't get anywhere. No.
Any of our players. I mean, Bellerin is worth 30 million, and you're telling me 25 million for Nketiah. I'm taking that. We have
if you want to sell Bellerin, then fine. Well, not fine, but I mean, I'd rather they sell Bellerin than Nketiah. Hell no.
You can't sell an under 23 England captain with 25 million.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. If you was to buy Nketiah from Chelsea or Man City or Liverpool, how much do you think he'd go for on the market? 40, 50 million?
40.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Listen, I already told you, Martinez has just had 2 clean sheets for Villa. Yeah. I reckon, and I said this before, I reckon he's the best goalkeeper in the league. How much do you think, if you phoned Villa tomorrow and said, you know what, bro, I want your goalkeeper, how much do you think they'll sell
40,
Martinez for?
40, easy 40.
50.
Minimum
45, easy.
Thank you. Yeah.
Arsenal. Yeah, but there's levels. Martinez is proved it, and he's older, and you know what I mean? He's consistent, and Nketiah's not at that level yet for me. They play different positions.
That's the whole reason why you don't sell someone like Nketiah.
But look, we have Martinelli coming up, right? Martinelli is going to be that player who fills in the role. And for me, if you get the chance to sign Thomas Partey, I want that money, man. I don't care who you sell. You can sell whoever you want, apart from Aubameyang, obviously. Sell anyone else, man. I need that money to get Partey, because he's coming in and he's eating players.
No. Listen,
lunch and dinner, man. Lunch and dinner.
Okay, I hear what you're saying about Partey, right? But wait, what when it comes, Vinci knows I'm big when it comes to development on kids, right? Guys like our kids are gems. They're not for sale. No one, like even Smith Rowe, Nelson.
So Nabil, I totally agree with you.
Hold on. None of them are for sale. They're for development. When they're like 25, 26, give me a shout then. Let's see what they're worth then. But now they could be, you don't know what they're going to become. You've learned already from Gnabry. You don't sell guys like that are showing really good promise, especially when they're English as well. It's just...
So by the way, Gnabry is like an extreme situation that happens maybe 1 out of 100 players that you let go and then they become a superstar player worth 70 million. The second point, Nabil, is I totally agree with you. I don't want to sell our assets, because obviously young players, they're developing and they're stars. But Arsenal has been with developing young talent for many, many years. We've been in this cycle where we have a great, amazing young talent. We need ready-made players that are going to take us to the next level. And for me, I would sacrifice a few of our younger players to get ready-made players like Partey, who's going to come in.
We've never had a crop of players like we've got now.
Yes, we have. We've had Wilshere.
No. We're talking about the kind of potential that Nketiah, Martinelli, Saka, type of potential that these guys are showing. You know, only Gnabry can play it. He's the only one who I can think of that harks back to that sort of potential. You don't let them go. You don't.
Exactly.
I'd rather sell Lacazette. I sold Lacazette. I sold Bellerin. You've got lots of assets you can sell. Not Nketiah.
I agree, but we obviously can't sell those players, right? So what do? If you can't sell those players and you need the money? Then you need to sell players.
Guys, Mikel Arteta's talking. He's talking live on Sky.
You got to think long term when it comes to our young players.
And he gave me something different. The world is a strange place. It means all the players, when they go home, stuff like this, it's all different. And
Mikel Arteta was just talking about why El Nene is in the team and the balance it gives the team as well, which we all knew. The question is what happens on Thursday? He'll probably start Ceballos on Thursday in the Carabao Cup.
That's fine.
Did you saw Jurgen Klopp just said, hear this, in last night's show we talked about how Arsenal are going to make it uncomfortable for Liverpool to play, just like they did in the last 2 games. And Jurgen Klopp just said, Arsenal make it uncomfortable for us to play.
Yeah. But I think the thing we've got to do is we have to take our chances. You know, we can, you know, we have the capabilities to hurt teams. I want us to be clinical. We have to be clinical away from home.
You know what's funny? Isn't it funny how Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, all these pundits changed their tune on Arsenal now. In the last week, all of them are saying, oh, yeah, they're top 4 contenders. Yeah, they weren't saying that a week ago.
It's because of how the season's going.
Yeah.
If we pick up a point, even just 1 point, if we win this game, like, I think first game of the season, I went and joked at the end of the game about winning the league. The way how this season is going, anything could happen. I think this is going to be a Leicester type season. I think anything could happen this season.
Yeah, nobody expected the teams to come out and lay an egg, and that's exactly what they've done. Kurt is saying, what's Kurt saying? Kurt's saying, African Guna, you bumped your head on the way no way to sell him. Carletto, if we get Partey, why sell Nketiah? Yeah, I completely agree. Exactly. We won't need Xhaka.
Yeah,
we won't need Xhaka anymore.
There's a whole bunch of names before Nketiah. Whole bunch of names.
Nketiah says, Cool K says Nketiah is better than Lacazette with his all-round game. If Lacazette doesn't score, he's useless. Mark is saying we have to hold on to the youngsters because we have too many over 21s, non-hungry. Agreed, we were talking about that on the show last night as well. Andrew, unfortunately, those are ready-made players. They cost money. Arsenal can't regularly spend. Agreed. James, what's going on? James, I hope everything is okay. I saw your post on your wall today, and I wasn't sure what it was. But listen, a win today would hopefully cheer you up. What's going on, Fabrice? What's going on to you, my brother? They're just naming the Liverpool squad at the moment now. So just for context, guys, remember Arsenal squad. And I heard Curtis talking about his 4 at the back. Curtis is 3 at the back. It's Holding, Luiz and Tierney. Leno in goal. The 4 in the midfield is Bellerin, El Nene, Xhaka and Niles. And the 3 up front is Willian, Lacazette and Abambam. So the shock for Liverpool is Jurgen Klopp is without Thiago, and he's without Jordan Henderson as well. They're also filling in with Gomez, and I think Fabinho is going to play in the midfield, which Eddie Nketiah slapped up in the Community Shield. Don't know what Lacazette's going to do, but I'm hoping Lacazette does a job in the middle.
We just have to turn up, man. That's all in our favour. That's centre mid. They can dictate, and we can boss it. We really can boss it. Just spray the ball about. Please, take our chances, man, because we'll get them. We'll get them today.
But remember what I said to you guys yesterday. These are the champions. They walked the league. 18 points. They were 40 points ahead of us. If we lose today, guys, it's not the end of the world. Don't drop your heads. Yeah, if we lose today, it is what it is because Liverpool are the class of the league. So we have to just make ourselves accountable today, attack them, take the game to them. Don't sit back, just take the game to them and then use those tactics from Arteta.
What's up, Kieran?
It's about how we lose. If we lose badly, like we were used to losing under Wenger, and we're getting sliced open, then it's an issue. If they beat us 1 or 2-0 because they're just better than us, then that's fine. That's all. I want to just see a performance.
And yeah, hopefully we see that. I trust. I mean, when you look at since Arteta's come in, what team's beaten us 3-0?
Not very many.
Nobody.
None.
Nobody has. Yeah. We just lose the 1-0. Villa was a throwaway because of the cup final. Olympiacos was just a complete mistake because Lacazette shouldn't have been playing.
No. That was a mistake because Leno shouldn't have been playing.
Right, so we've got a kneel for Black Lives Matter, and then we're going to kick off.
Jurgen? Nice.
Yeah, nice one for Kieran. And then we've got D. What's going on, D? We've got kickoff, and away we go, guys. Kieran and Tony's on that green screen doing that Marvel DC. Right, let's see how this shapes up. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. I'm so glad Kieran Tony's back in the team.
Always brings a sense of adventure to an occasion. It's very good.
For me, these are the two best teams in the league right now.
I hear you, blood. I hear you, man.
And that's without any bias at all.
Just so you guys know, his name is Kyron.
Kyron. Sorry, Kyron.
Right, here we go. So, guys, I'm on 1 minute and 5 seconds.
I'm 30 seconds ahead of you.
What?
Wow, I need
SkyGo
always does this to me, so I'm gonna have to boot up on my website. I'm gonna boot up my website now.
Wow, we've all got different timings. I'm like 1 minute 5 seconds.
I'm gonna boot up.
Look at that look at David Luiz. Look at that mistake from David Luiz.
Neomis is rubbing his beard, man. Nervous.
It's looking good right now. It's looking good. Right, I'm like 2 minutes 30 in. Mane's just fouled Tierney with like an elbow in the face. I'm wondering whether he's gonna get a card.
He should, because he fouled Bellerin like literally a minute ago.
What? Hey,
he does get a card.
Hey, what are you guys on in terms of time? What's the time for you guys?
2 minutes and 15 seconds.
How much?
2 minutes 50.
What?
2:30.
I'm on Sky Go, man.
Neomis, Mane got a yellow card. Yeah.
Huh?
He got a yellow card.
Nice and early.
He's even getting sent off in this game. Oh,
I
it's gonna be good.
We should be targeting him now for the rest of the game. He has a yellow card.
Did he get a yellow for that?
Yep.
Yeah, he got a yellow.
That's a red. That's got to be a red.
Nah, come on.
Nabil ain't playing,
That's
man.
not a red card, guys.
Send him off. Nabil ain't playing. Read him straight away. I should have got that Obia woman to put something on him, man. Jeez.
I'm calling it that Lacazette's gonna score. I feel it.
Bro, you just told me we're gonna get whooped.
If we score, I think Lacazette is gonna score.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Kirk is saying that was dirty. Ooh, dirty.
Oh man, how can I speed up this thing, man? My thing is just slow. I'm on like 3 minutes 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm 3:30.
I'm with you, Nabil. I'm on exactly the same as you, Nabil. So you're not on your own.
I'm 3:30. Guys, you can see here Arsenal are pressing Liverpool at the back. You can see every time Liverpool is playing the ball out, that's the same tactics that we used in the Community Shield. Liverpool can't play the ball out the back. Arsenal are all over the place. You can see now El Nene is actually pushing up on Fabinho as well. So Liverpool are just constantly passing the ball around the back line. They've tried to go long now for 40 yards. And they've found Robinson. And they do have a way through. Some nice quick passing from Robinson to Salah. But Arsenal deal with it easily. This is the tactics they used previously before, and it's going to be tough for Liverpool to try and break Arsenal down.
Mm.
Well, they're the best team in the league. So
yeah, they're keeping really good possession right now. Lots of good passing.
Yeah, you can see right there, Liverpool on the back line again, just trying to get away through. They do find a way, and they slip it in. Mane's on the ball in with that free roll. And look, Arsenal just plugging the ball in there.
I would have gone with the blue kit tonight.
Me too. It's gone wide to Robinson.
Liverpool has some good players.
Yeah. Again, Arsenal deal with it very easily. For Liverpool, this is dangerous because you know they get sucked in. Arsenal's just waiting to get them on the counter.
Yeah, this is the game that we're going to play the entire game. This is how we're going to play.
That's right.
On the bench tonight.
Let that run. Let it run. It's well defended at the moment. Certainly set the tone to a fast start here.
I'm not sure. I mean, so do we like Tierney in like the wing back role? He's really favoured in like an essential in the back three, but I thought he was bought to play like wing back.
He was, but Arteta's not been able to find his four at the back system yet with the personnel that we have in the team. So at the moment, we're no more square pegs and round holes. So at the moment, we're settling in on this three at the back. And as long as we're doing that, then Tony's adapted that position. Liverpool just
once our centre backs we get a nice, decent partnership with our centre backs. That's when you'll get Tierney push into a four, and you'll be right there. But
I like his crossing. He's a nice. He's one of the few players that can actually.
Oh, El Neni.
Talk to me, man.
El Neni doing some good work. I'm just noticing. You gotta appreciate.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. That's my brother.
I would like the fact that El Neni's he's disciplined there as well.
Yo, ref! This ref! Are you serious? What is that, man?
Why does Irfan have to have his
Look,
name?
El Nene, just look at that. Passes intercepted, man. He's got 2 passes intercepted already, El Nene, in the first 7 minutes.
That's what I mean. I mean, we just need that creative spark in the midfield. That's all.
Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. Pressing the back 4, free kick to Arsenal. What? Whoa. What's going on there?
Yeah. You're behind. You're behind. Let it go. Let it go. It's not happening.
Oh, this guy. Anyway, you saw the pressing from the front 3. That's the tactic. Arsenal are so tight and compact. Liverpool is struggling to find a way through. Scores on the doors, my brother. It's 0-0 at the moment. Fiona, what's going on, Fiona? I want to shout out to all Facebook at the moment. We're streaming live to Gooner Girls. We're streaming live to 101 on Arsenal. We're streaming live to the Arsenal Lounge as well. So we're going out to 3 Facebook pages as well as YouTube. Every time the ball comes in from Liverpool into Arsenal's final third, Arsenal just snuff it out. We're dealing with it very easily at the moment.
Yeah,
Liverpool
but then
is struggling to find a way through.
In the turnover, this is where this is the only thing that obviously that's why we're so desperate to get our. Because when we get possession, there's not a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of running. There's not a lot of vision. It's just pass.
If you notice the ball, right, and the first thing he does is he turns backwards and he passes backwards, and that's where someone like an Aouar will take on a player, look forward, and he'll try and make something happen, and that's what we need.
And that's why Willian's in there as well, guys. Let's remember that Willian's in there for creativity.
I'd like to see, I'd like to see Pepe come on in like 65 minutes or something. Some tired legs. He's very direct, and you kind of need that.
P.S. Just on that point about Willian, of course he brings creativity into the team, but he's a winger, so he's supposed to be bringing creativity on the wing. He isn't supposed to be making that creativity in the middle. So yes, he is creative, but we still have a huge gap there.
mention all the goals, Gary. This is the 28th game of the season. We've got 99 goals in the Premier League.
So Aubameyang's just had a little run there on the side. Arsenal looking very well organised so far, guys. Niles is snapping into a challenge to disrupt Liverpool's play. El Nene is disrupting their play as well. David Luiz has come out on a few occasions to intercept a few passes. Arsenal look quite well organised at the moment.
That's what you want, man.
And the two sides are getting together on Thursday to lock horns again, and I'm sure we'll see very different lineups in that game. Pepe will start on Thursday, guys, no doubt about that. CJ saying the Facebook gang should join the YouTube gang. Yep, that's the whole point, bro. The whole point is because we don't do all the shows on Facebook. So the point is to get everybody on Facebook to go onto the YouTube channel because that's where we do all of our shows. At the moment, YouTube is, while they get 100% of the shows, Facebook is probably only getting about 25% of the content at the moment. But yeah, this is what you're missing. Yeah, come in, join the fun.
I think Saliba and Gabriel will also start on Thursday. I think they'll both start together.
Oh. Mark is saying Luiz does so well. Yeah, listen, he's a general back there, bro. He's a general back there. You can see Liverpool trying to break again here. Robertson crossed it in, and there's actually two players there to block that cross, Rob Holt and Willian. So remember when we talked about Willian's defensive work yesterday? Willian runs back. Look, Willian is tracking Robinson right there. And it's Holding and Willian that it's actually Holding that gets the block. But Willian there as well with his back tracking.
Yeah, a bit in the mid there, tracking back.
That's the threat. That's the threat all night.
Yeah, Apollo.
That's where Liverpool are.
Good play from David Luiz.
Talk to me, guys. Talk to me.
Yeah, I was saying that's
David Luiz just cleared.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that. Did Leno lose track of that?
Yes,
Where was
he did,
Leno?
man. Cool, man. Say something.
The cross comes in.
Ebony.
Yeah, Leno's position. It's just Leno's position, and he's just not good on crosses.
Your goalkeeper's making some great saves. There you go.
Communicate. Say something, man.
Yeah, I think Leno mistracks it. I think he doesn't track the ball very well when it's in the air, and I think that was an instance. And they can expose him for that.
And this is what he needs to work on. This is the skill that he needs to work on. I don't know what they do in training with him. He's not even vocal.
I
don't like this handball rule. I swear to God, I don't like this handball
rule. Don't the handball rule, please. Oh my God. The handball rule.
I don't like this handball rule. I really don't. So Liverpool are shooting from the outside. Alexander-Arnold just crosses the ball. It hits Van Dijk before hitting Luiz, clearing it off the lines. That's what happened with that. Outside of that, Robinson goes outside the area for a shot, and look, we'll take that all day. It does get deflected for another corner, though.
I mean, look, if we can stem the flow through those channels where Robertson and Trent Alexander like to get down in those channels, if we can keep tracking back and keep that shut out, we stand a very good chance because that's Liverpool's threat. And I think, to be fair, that's our system's built for that. With the three at the back and those wing backs tracking back, I think we're built for that. But you know, I've got a lot of respect for Robertson and Trent Alexander. So
agreed. So guys, Leno's kicking off. Arsenal are sitting very deep as they did against Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. The difference is they haven't really had any decent counter-attacks yet. Although one might be coming on here. No. But then the same can be said at this stage when Leicester was playing Man City yesterday. Andrew said Leno is due a growth spurt. Yeah, I mean, 28 years old. He's still considered young for a goalkeeper.
I just joined Kyron's
Bad pass from Boba.
Adventure YouTube channel.
What's that?
I just joined Kyron's Crazy Adventure channel on YouTube.
Kyron's channel. He likes cars, man. I like his channel, man. I just wish he would let me leave comments, but I know at his age, it's better to leave the comments off as well and just enjoy the content.
Mm.
So Mark is saying great save from Leno, guys. Can someone talk me through this?
Thank you.
Ball just comes in from the right. I mean, the ball comes in so quick.
What a save from Leno! What a save!
I think it's Mane. Mane takes the shot straight away. Leno, just with the reflexes, just backs it away, I think, with his feet. It was a really good save.
Good.
It was straight at him, but it's good that he saved it.
So Trent Alexander on the right picks up the ball. He flips it in to Mane.
Yeah, I don't like this passage of play. They're getting a lot of possession here.
Yeah,
they're getting a lot of possession here.
Yeah, that was a good reflex stop by Leno. And guys, look, Mark is saying it's funny watching you guys catch up, for real, bro. Look, no one's ever doubted Leno's saving capabilities. He's always been good at that. It's the other stuff we want to see him improve on. But that was a fantastic reflex save. Look at that. Very, very good. And the ball went straight at him, to be fair. But he done well to palm it away.
If you look at that passage of play, there was no runners. There's no runners. And you've got to think, well, obviously you're tracking movement as opposed to ball watching.
Andrew, you're on 14 minutes. Yeah, you're far behind because I'm on 15 minutes and 45 seconds. Neomis and La African Goon are way ahead.
Yeah, we're about 16:30 at the moment.
Oh, you two can't celebrate if we score.
No.
I need myself. So
yeah, no, Neomis, you know the rule. If we score, you have to jump up. I want some emotion in this room.
I will. Trust me, I will.
Don't hold back. Just don't hold back. If we score,
let it go, man. Let it go,
man. We'll do.
And if we let a goal in, just tell me so I can get my pineapple rum ready.
Yeah, you can't celebrate. You guys get some kind of delay on it. Just like
yes, Fiona, what's going on, girl? Fiona, my wife says to say, what's going on, Fee? What's going on, Fee? Liverpool just look like they're stepping up.
What I'm not liking, Liverpool are having too much possession. I don't know whether I'm behind or up to date or what, but
they've got 70% possession and we've got 30.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I want them to break.
When we have it, I want us to cause damage, so it's cool.
No, this is the tactic. This is how we beat them twice before, and this is how we beat Manchester City. I talked to you lot about that in the show last night. We averaged 24% possession, and those teams averaged 76% possession, but we were clinical. And look, at this point in the game, you've got to try and suck them in as much as you can. And that, I think...
Sorry, just quickly, if you look at Leno's distribution right there, I just want to point out, that's the difference between him and Martinez. Leno kicks it straight out. No pressure on him, nothing. Just gives away the ball like that, puts us back under pressure.
Yeah.
Bring back Martinez!
Yeah, I mean what was that from Leno as far as distribution? That was crazy. Let's put them under pressure.
What saying about distribution though? He ain't comfortable passing it out, is he?
No, he's not. Yeah,
he's not comfortable building it out from. That's why we're not getting enough possession. It's part of the reason why we're not getting enough possession. Because once the ball comes back to us or to the keeper, he's just knocking it out into some uncomfortable positions.
Where should be catching it? He's punching it out. It's just like just hold the ball and then kick it to someone where you know it's going to actually land at the feet of our player. But
I'll tell you what, Jurgen Klopp is a smart man. He knows that we've beaten them before on the counter attack by sucking them in. And what he's doing, look, he's pulling Fabinho. He's pulling their holding midfielders back and stopping them from penetrating and coming into our penalty area to get on the end of things. Liverpool are playing a really static midfield. They're not committing they're not overloading Arsenal's box. And that's why it's easier for Arsenal to deal with. If Liverpool overcommit, then they're going to be susceptible to the counter-attack. Jurgen Klopp's trying to play this very differently to the way that he has over the last 2 games, where Arsenal just slapped him up on the counter. I mean, look here now. Liverpool's playing it out the back, and they got Lacazette on the back of them. Look, in front of Gomez. Liverpool is struggling to get the ball out. Look, El Nene straight on Robertson.
Well, what's key there is Lacazette's got a very vital role that he can't. If the ball bypasses him, he can't just walk back. He's got to come back in because El Nene and Xhaka, they're tracking, so he's got to fall back in. He's gonna have to work hard today. Thankfully, he's gonna have to work hard.
D saying Leno is not good on the ball. Teams have noticed that. Agreed, and that's why they're rushing him every time he's playing it out the back. Andrew saying, I have no wish to listen to Radio 5 or Talk Sport commentary. And
I have a name for Talk Sport.
Oh shit! Mark is saying that they just hit the bar. Niamis, African Guna, talk me through this.
Too much possession. It's inevitable.
Niamis, talk to me, man.
Oh, some other stuff was going on. Sorry. I mean, it wasn't. They did hit the bar, but it was nothing that we couldn't really deal with. Ball comes in from the left. They take a shot.
That guy can shoot, man. That guy can shoot.
Good tracking, Xhaka.
Alexander-Arnold shoots from outside the box, deflects off Bellerin, hits the bar, but
corner
from Trent Alexander.
I'm about 5 minutes behind.
Yeah, I'm at 21 now.
Whoa, Alexander-Arnold's just shot from about.
Whoa.
Oh my god,
distance.
Okay, so guys, Firmino comes deep to collect the ball before Robinson goes down the left. Xhaka gets back to make a desperate challenge to Salah at the expense of a corner. David Luiz clears Robinson's corner as far as Alexander-Arnold, and he's shot from 40 yards, deflects off Bellerin onto the woodwork.
He tries to do a Ramsey.
We got lucky there.
It actually hits Bellerin on the inside of the knee. That could have gone anywhere.
We can't go down 1-0 this early because then we're going to have to start opening up, and then that's when they're going to start carving us out. We need to stay with a clean sheet as far as possible into the second half.
Wow.
But we do have to try to come out because
if they score first, we lose.
Apollo.
Yeah, that's a given.
This whole strategy of sitting back and then hitting them on the break, it's not working. It's not going to work.
It might not, but it might not. But as I said, this time in the game with Leicester and Man City, it was the same as it was now, and this is the strategy we used to beat them twice before and Man City in the cup. So it's a tried and tested system. He's going to go with it unless it goes wrong.
We're going to play 2 halves of football.
We've
got to ride, allowing them having possession. Second half, we're going to come out at them.
And you have to remember now, Bill, the players believe in Arteta. They believe in this system because it's what's won them games before in the past. Holding really having a good game against Mane, just like he did before. Bertram coming in with saying it's men against. Bertram, come into the YouTube thing, man. Actually, he's at work, so I can. He's in the podcast forum at the moment. Rob Holding is just balling out right now. Bellerin needs to take that shirt out of his shorts, man.
Nah, that's not making a difference.
Man look like Forrest Gump.
Tierney does the same thing.
But then he goes ahead and makes a foul throw. Come on.
Oh, that's crazy.
We've barely been into this game to be real, guys. We're barely in the game, really. We've barely touched the ball. Yeah, we haven't created anything.
No, it's 25 minutes, still 0-0, still an even game. If it finishes like this, it's a great result.
Yes.
Yeah? So we gotta keep our heads up. What is Leno doing? What? Whoa, okay. They're just hovering around Leno like bees, man.
Calm down.
Jeez, what is Leno doing? Leno, hey, your boy's gonna get us killed, man. Your boy's gonna get us killed. Okay, so what if you don't know what just happened?
Lacazette has scored. Lacazette has scored. Lacazette has scored. Let's
talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, look at the chat.
Yeah. Talk to me. Talk me through the goal. Talk me through the goal.
Yeah, my thing just froze.
Don't. Wait. It's coming. Let's all watch. It's coming. As it happened.
I told you Laka's gonna score.
Yeah, you did. It's coming, lads. Just bear with us.
Just hit the one counter.
So we got Leno on the back.
In a second.
He splits the ball out. It goes out to Tierney. Tierney in the midfield plays it up to Luis again. That's a great touch there by Lacazette. Lacazette gives it to Aubameyang on the left-hand side. Aubameyang's on the left. Actually, it's Niles. He crosses it in. It flips to Lacazette. Yeah, and he turns it in. It wasn't even offside because it came off a Liverpool player. Wow.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. It's 1-0.
It's ugly, man.
We're gonna win.
Calm down, people. Calm down.
Bro, remember what I said to you about trust in the process. Trust in the process, brother.
Hey, you know what? That makes the process better now. Because now you can play like that. Really, we got that one goal mission. They're going to go chasing. They're going to go looking. They're going to open up.
Right, guys. So you notice on that counter-attack, look at the replay. Arsenal have them outmanned on the counter-attack. 5 white shirts against 4
He was offside, but he
shirts.
got the ball off a deflection.
It's all about taking chances tonight.
Yep.
We take our chances, we win. Simple.
Is that a goal in every game for Lacazette?
Yeah, 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
I wonder what Jay Lewis thinks about that.
Mad.
There's so much.
I keep telling people, do not sell Lacazette. Lacazette will come good.
Say it again, Tony.
There's so much bad about that goal from a Liverpool perspective. If we let a goal like that in, we would be absolutely
everybody was late then.
At,
I'll tell you what, well, Tony, that's Liverpool's form right now. That's Liverpool's form right now. They just.
But Tony, what did I say to you 5 minutes ago? I said Pep is sitting his 2 holding midfielders because he doesn't want to overcommit. What happens? He overcommits, and then they just
1-1.
Damn.
Come on, can we get enough time to celebrate? Bloody hell.
Damn.
No time to even celebrate, no?
Yeah, and that's just switching off. That's just switching off.
But then Leno does what he always does anyway. So
Leno's got to save that properly. He's got to properly.
I know.
Oh, they played the advantage.
I don't know what David Luiz is doing.
The shot comes in from Salah. Like they've got to deal with Salah.
That's a soft goal.
That's so bad for Leno. I'm sorry, that's terrible.
They've got 3 man marking Salah. Any runs with Salah.
No, I'll tell you what. Who did Salah go around like that? Salah just took someone on way too easy.
Tierney was like holding him until he got in the box, and then Tierney like let him go because he couldn't keep up with him.
Gabriel there, you know, that should be Why is Gabriel unfit or something?
So Bellerin is the guy who was at the back there with Mane, and Mane just goes behind him and loses him.
I'm talking about Salah. Salah just went past somebody like he wasn't there. That's Tierney.
Yeah, that was Tierney. Yeah.
No. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. Look, even Holding's telling him. Holding's telling him. Come on now.
Yeah, Bellerin loses track of Mane there. That should have been a defensive clearance from Bellerin.
You can't let if Salah gets past you in that position, they're going to score. That's what they're talking about. That's world class.
It's 1 each for defensive mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean with Tierney there, you see him throw his hands up. He doesn't want to cause a penalty.
Yeah, but keeper's got to do much better than that, man. You can't blame. That's shocking, man.
No, you know. I tell you,
not bad for
out like that, man.
That shot's going to have
good, nice touch by Aubameyang here on the left.
Vinny,
bad defending.
Vinny, that shot
very bad defending.
It's going to have a lot of fizz on it. It's going to pass the keeper. It's going to have a lot of fizz on it. That's Salah. He can ping a ball. You know, that's going to be hard for any keeper.
And Andrew saying mistake by Leno there. He should have done better.
I don't know.
There were mistakes by Leno.
The thing is,
by Tierney and the two other defenders that were around Salah.
I think it was. Yeah. Look, he makes. Yeah.
I mean, the only how that ball comes into Bellerin's path is because Leno pushed it into his path. So you can't blame Bellerin in that situation.
No, I don't blame Bellerin. Bellerin's not. Once that ball leaves Salah's foot, I don't blame anybody because Salah is world class. He's like proper world class. If he gets past your last defender in that position, you're in trouble. For me, you've got to stop him. For me, you've got to stop him as a defender. If you're covering, whatever, he can't get past you. If he gets past you, you're forward. That's me.
Nabil, I know you like polls. I may just put a poll up. Say, would Martinez have saved that shot?
I think I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, when you say save, what do you mean save? Do you mean catch?
Everybody in the chat is saying, "Can we have Martinez?"
Watch Xhaka. Watch Xhaka.
That Martinez would have saved that.
Save? What do you mean save? Do you mean catch it?
No.
He would have saved it. So he's gone out for a goal to Mane.
There's not a lot you can do. I don't blame the keeper. I blame the person he went round, not me. There's not a lot you can do with that.
The keeper's culpable as well.
Look at Liverpool press us, man. Liverpool's pressing us with
Yeah, this is
man. Come on.
They've been doing it for about 2 seasons longer than us. They know what they're doing with this press.
Who assisted Lacazette? I believe it was Maitland-Niles who was further up the field. I thought it was Lacazette. I thought it was
not an assist for Maitland-Niles because the ball comes off from Robertson.
Oh yes, true.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I think the question really is who made the goal.
Xhaka losing the ball again.
Jack is just a long liability, man.
It's going to be a long night. We all know who we're playing. It's going to be a long night. This is why I think we just got to have a bit more attacking prowess about us. What is this? 35 minutes, and we're just sitting back. We got to have more possession. We got to have more creativity. We got to have do something with the ball because this is Liverpool. You can't let them have it the whole game and not expect them to score. Not with the players they've got.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't think we've got the energy to go up and down for 90 minutes against Liverpool. So I'm happy with this. Second half, we're going to come at them.
1 minute up. 1 minute up.
So, guys, Liverpool are on the front foot again. Eskite is free down the right. And you can just see Liverpool just trying to be composed and let the game come to them.
No, I think there's a troll. Someone said, "What a goal by Salah." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Do you know what? For me, I'm like every single day I'm checking the updates. If we can get Partey and Owa, we are a team. That is the 2 areas where we really need those types of players.
Yeah, but I fear this week we can only get one, and then we'll have to focus on fixing that in the next transfer window.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But Josh Kroenke's coming over tomorrow, so we could be seeing a completely different picture. So don't write it off.
We said he's bringing a bag of money. He's bringing a suitcase of money, yeah.
Well, he's
got the signature. He can write the check.
Exactly. He can write the check. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And we need a goalkeeper.
Yeah. This comes down to one of the situations that they face in American football quite often. You get an opportunity to buy a player. Do you pull the trigger and buy it? And this is where Arsenal are. We got the opportunity to pull the trigger on a deal. Can he come over and go, yep, let's do it?
Okay.
So, guys, Lacazette is the first Arsenal player to score in the first 3 games of the season since Olivier Giroud in 2013-2014.
Well, my Liverpool mates are pinging me, so they must have scored.
Yeah, because they've scored. Actually, really good goal. Again, comes down on the
wide open.
Ridiculous.
I called 3-1, by the way. So
yeah, you did. I said 2-2.
I didn't think it was going to be such a high-scoring game, to be fair. I think it's going to be free.
Crosses it in, virtually lands to Robertson's feet.
What the fuck is Bellerin doing?
That's the second one. Bellerin has not been tracking from the back there. But Bellerin just not tracking those at all. But a big shout out to Aaron. Thanks, Aaron, for the contribution to the channel. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that wholeheartedly. I hope your little baby girl is doing okay. Bellerin is absolutely stinking this game up, guys. There's two people who have running in on the back, and he's not even tracking them. It's unbelievable.
No, but he had to mark Mane. He had to mark Mane there. There's no way.
Yeah, that's going to be El Neni or Williams, man. Either El Neni.
That's Williams, man.
Yeah, Bellerin had to come inside there and mark Mane before the cross came in.
That is not Bellerin's fault. That is all of Williams.
I think that is Williams, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Williams gone to see
that.
Kurt's 3-2 is still on, and my 2-2 is still on. We just have to.
My 3-2 is still on. I'm cool with that.
I'm thinking 3-3. But the way we're playing, I can't see it. We need to have that ball.
You're nuts, dude. There's no way we're scoring another 2 goals.
Well, if Vinci's right about us coming out all guns blazing in the second half, this is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, we're gonna come out all guns blazing, and they're gonna just, wipe the floor with us.
Ball is falling to Liverpool at the moment.
We're just not good enough.
Hey guys,
we have no midfield.
This is Liverpool, mate, and it's a long league.
Yeah, this is Liverpool. These are the potential champions of this season, and they walked the league last season. So don't feel bad. It's just let's make ourselves accountable in this game. At the moment, the tactics are not working.
The thing I notice is we're losing the
3 games, right?
The thing I notice is we're losing the battles in the midfield.
Whenever
there's a 50-50 duel, we're not even coming out with a ball.
Yeah, I told you that's my area, midfield. It's horrible.
Tony, the thing is, it's not intelligent passing as well in the midfield right now, and that's what's putting pressure.
No, we're getting overrun here, mate.
Yeah, but the thing is, the ball's not going to the right places when we're playing it out from the back.
Nah,
the thing is, even if it is, we can't keep the ball. Like, we can't make 2-3 passes without giving it away. That's the other problem.
Can I say something, Apollo? What I'm seeing is Fabinho getting hold of the ball, nice and calm, and just distributing it to his players and keeping possession. Arsenal, I don't see anybody in midfield just getting on the ball, just getting hold of it.
Right. So in the Charity Shield, Nketiah was the person who was stopping Fabinho from getting the ball. It was Nketiah that was shutting him down. When we reviewed the game and did the player ratings, I took various screenshots of Nketiah sticking to him like glue. At the moment, Lacazette is giving him way too much space.
Okay.
Way too much space. And I've talked about Lacazette.
Look, he's the outboard. He's that player you look for, because when he gets, he's just very nice and calm, keeps hold of it, and just distributes it nicely. We need that in the middle of the park. With El Neni and Xhaka, they just don't do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're playing, I don't know, Fulham, Aston Villa, when you're playing those lower league teams, those guys will shine. They will look good. But when you're looking at the top 6 guys, you need some big players there. You need proper quality in the centre of the park. And that's why I just find us lacking.
It's important now for Arteta to make sure these guys keep a level head and get into half-time so he can start to make adjustments.
Agreed.
I don't think we're tracking. These goals are coming in from balls coming in wide, and we're just not tracking. And we're not shutting down. Those balls should not be crossed in. Those balls should be challenged on the flanks, and we should stop those crosses coming in. We're not doing that. We're allowing Liverpool to get getting themselves under pressure. Neomis.
No, it's fine. They didn't score, but it was a close one. But we finally tracked back. Thank God Willian followed the runner, because that would have been another tap-in.
Guys, there was 100
holding. Bad pass from Holding to start it all off.
Come on, guys, settle down. We need a calming influence.
Oh God, yeah, that was a bad pass from Holding.
Come on, guys, just settle down, nice and easy.
Well played by Willian there, shutting Robinson now. That's what he should have done on the go.
Yeah.
That's what you should have done there, Willian, on the go. Yeah, it is, Mark. It is one way, and that's why I'm saying that we can't wait for the halftime whistle to go so Arteta can get these guys organized. It seems like they're still tight, but it's just we're being pulled out of our shape. The shape's not good. We're still compact, but we've just got no we've just got no foundation to our shape, and it's allowing Liverpool to slice through us. When you're compact, you're supposed to be shutting down the passing lanes. We're not doing that. Liverpool are slicing and dicing us at the moment. What position is Bellerin playing? He's supposed to be playing wing back, but he's all over the place, mate. He's all over the place.
I like what Andrew Roach said. He says we need our Carzola type player, someone who can receive the ball on either feet. That's exactly what we need. Someone who's comfortable in the park and can just take it and slow it down, dictate the pace.
No, man, we need a destroyer. We need someone who's going to come in there, body check you, and play whichever foot. I don't care what you play. Body check you, take the ball back, look forward, and make the pass.
Yeah, that's why.
CJ, you're right. Complete domination by Liverpool, but we expect that. Remember when I talked about the previous matches that we beat them? They averaged 24 goals in the first game, 25 shots. Sorry, shots, not goals. 25 shots in the first game, 24 shots in the second game. We had 8, so we had 3 shots in the game that we beat them 2-1 at the Emirates, and in the Charity Shield, Community Shield, we had 8 shots in that game, and that's just the way how the tactics work.
Come on.
If we play more progressive, then it's going to leave us a little bit more open in the back. Leno comes out to get that one. That's well done.
I'm not liking Fabinho in the middle of the park, just dictating the bloody play. Is someone going to get what?
You need Nketiah on the field to shut him down, man.
Near him, can't you? He's just dictating everything. He's got time on the ball, everything. Where's Chaka? Are we sitting too deep or what? Or is he just deliberately going deep into his own half to dictate it like a quarterback?
I think the ball. The game's moving too quick for us in centre mid.
Yeah, we have to cover way too many players, and we need to double team way too many players because their players are so good. So and they move the ball fast. So that's why we know their midfield is going to have a lot of time on the ball. But for me, I'm giving wow! Oh, Amen just had a chance that he just let go. Bad control. But yeah, I'm giving Leno a 3 right now. He's been terrible for me, and I mean, I'm really feeling that Martinez hole right now.
Yeah, I think we can't hark back to the Community Shield, man. It's a false dawn, man. It's not. This is the league. These guys are up for it. This is a different.
Agreed.
Oh man, look at that ball by Luiz.
Oh, David Luiz. Oh, David Luiz, man. That's what you want.
Oh, come on. What's the touch? Oh, come on. Niles.
Yeah, that's the ball you want, man.
You can't.
He was in if he took that down.
Yeah. I mean, you want Aubameyang to be picking that ball up, don't you?
Yeah, or Pepe or Willian. One of those 3.
Guys, I'm not
Martinelli.
worried.
My boy Martinelli.
Go on, Willian. Go on.
Vincey.
I'm not worried, man. We're still in this game.
Whoa!
He could have even passed it instead of trying to take a touch.
Come on, Willian. Willian, come on, man. I want better control from you guys. Come on now. And that's the thing. When you get on the ball, you get more settled on it because they're not seeing the ball; they're snatching.
Niles looks like he was slightly offside on that ball from Luiz.
Just a bit offside. They do keep the flag down now, so.
Man, look at that from man. Holding's not the guy, man. He's not the guy.
Scored a couple of goals at Anfield.
Let's go. Give it to Tierney.
Yeah, Curtis, our front 3 is out. Change of formation. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Change of personnel, but not the formation.
Yeah, I think Ceballos might come on second half, or Pepe might. So something needs to change.
Something needs to change for sure.
Because at this rate, we are not going to get many chances, and eventually we're going to make a mistake, and they're going to make it 3-1. And once it goes 3-1, it's over.
Yeah, but guys, we have to keep our hat at the moment. Remember, like I said,
come on,
Vincey. this is a team that won the Champions League. This is a team that walked the league. We've done very well against them of late, but we haven't had a result here in 8 years. We have to understand where we are right now, man.
I'm going to worship Liverpool after the 90 minutes are done. Okay, I'm not going to do it during the game. 11 against 11. We've got to show up. We've got to do the basics.
Play it slow, man.
We're still in this game, guys.
Yeah, we are, but one more and it's over. And you know that one more is coming soon, man, if we don't shape up.
Oh, come on, mate.
Look at that ball from David Luiz. For every one amazing pass he has 5 of those.
You got to fight there, Lacazette. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, Arsenal. No, this is not good.
How many times have we used the overlap today?
None.
No, I haven't counted.
Well, listen, we don't have, we hardly have the ball, so we just get it and we just try to dump it in the middle and expect something to happen because we know we can't hold on to the ball for that long.
But in that situation,
we might as well take off Xhaka because he's absolutely not in this game at all. Tone, have you got his touch stats there?
Xhaka's been awful.
The ball's it's just totally not. He's nowhere near it.
Players have just been running by him like a lamppost.
So we have Xhaka, 33 touches, second most in the team.
Who?
Always.
Who has?
Always that.
Third most, just behind Tierney, 34, and David Luiz, 42.
Vinci.
Yeah, I mean,
who you talking about?
Xhaka, he would have those touches because he's the pivot man, isn't he? So he would have those touches. The problem is what is he doing with those touches?
And Xhaka's got a 66.7% pass accuracy.
That's poor.
Which is quite poor.
That's terrible.
And then
for a sideways and backwards merchant, that's pretty poor compared to his usual 94% or 90-something percent.
Yeah, that El Nene is the 90%. Xhaka's about 82% or something like that.
No, he's 66.7. Xhaka.
I was talking about season average last year.
Oh, okay. Wow.
By the way, when we lose this game, expect tomorrow to get some transfer news, some developments that we're about to sign someone. It's Arsenal, 101, dude. You go to a university and have to teach Arsenal as a class. This is what you learn, man. This is what you learn.
Well, we have one shot on target and one goal, and that's it.
Yeah. Overrun in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I hear you, Scricket Ball, man. But don't drop your heads, guys. I've said that various times over the last day or so. Don't drop your heads, man. This is the big ballers we're dealing with now.
Let's be real, though. Firmino hasn't really been in the game for them either. But they're just so good all over the park. They don't really even need him to touch the ball.
Yeah. It's a game of 2 halves. Let's see what happens. I mean, they can't take off their front three. We can put on Saka, Pepe, and Nketiah. They can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can put players on. But go ahead, Nabil.
In this game, none of that's going to matter. In this game, the only player that for me will make a difference is Pepe, and he will need to drop to the half line, pick up the ball, and run with it. Because that's what we're missing. There's no transition in that middle. Forget about the final third. It's not getting there. Unless you're lumping it like David Luiz was doing it, you're not getting to the final third because there's nothing in midfield. Either Willian or Pepe has to drop deep and bring it, or pass and create it. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck like this until 90 minutes is up. Either hit or get it to them. There's no...
Nabil's spot on. I was going to say the exact same thing. Pepe definitely can bring some type of impetus because he can take on players and stuff, but I don't see any of those players, including Saka, getting a hold of the ball and stuff because we barely have the ball. They're going to be defending the entire time. That's the issue. So I think Ceballos is one we need to bring in.
Saka is another one.
I think what we're going to do is...
Tell you what, I'd be interested to hear Bertram's say on Willian, because we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Willian is not in this game.
But neither is Aubameyang. Neither is
Aubameyang's not in the game either.
Yeah, Tony, nobody's in this game.
And 100%.
Nobody's really in this game.
So all the talk about, well, you know, how Pepe goes missing, but you know.
So guys, it's 2-1 to Liverpool at half time. Alexander Lacazette, after a howler from Robinson, put Arsenal up ahead 1-0. But within 1 minute, not 1 minute, in 147 seconds, Liverpool went 2-1 up. They responded well with Mane equalising a few months later, and then Robinson summed up Liverpool's mentality with the quick passes and shooting in the box by making up for his error and putting Liverpool ahead. There's just been poor defending at the back and just not picking up runners. But at the end of the day, look, Liverpool are an awesome team, and it would be wrong of me to say that they don't deserve their lead at the moment. But, I mean, for Trent Alexander, he gets so much pressure into the box with his runs. He's either scored or assisted in 7 of his last 8 Premier League appearances. That is mad. 7 goals and 5 assists in his last 8 games.
He's a good all-round player. He's a good all-round player. He's not a defender. He's a utility player that is playing phenomenally for them at that left right back position. He's really good. I'd take him at Arsenal any day. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, in 5 years from now if he's still playing in that position. I think eventually he might move to a different position to, you know, to have more attacking play.
Agreed.
I think we have to hold ourselves accountable because our passing hasn't really been great in defence. We've been losing the ball far too much. You know, the likes of Bellerin, Niles, Xhaka, you know, these guys are performing at 66%. It's not good enough. And
I just want to go ahead.
Go on.
Go ahead, Vinci. Sorry. Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I just saw D-Dub's comment saying this is a game built for Zaha, and that is a 10 out of 10 comment there. Because listen, if Zaha is in this field right now, he's taking that ball and he's going for the kill. And we don't have players like that. Aubameyang is not that type of player. Willian can be that type of player. Pepe can be that type of player, but they don't have the all-round game. Pepe will lose it multiple times, where I feel like Zaha will have shots on goal and stuff. And I really think that we need Zaha. So I think that's a really good comment.
And to back up your statement, it's like Willian's got 6 touches, 100%. Lacazette 8 touches, 100%. Aubameyang 13, and he's only got 44%. Aubameyang. So you imagine on that flank, as you say, Zaha running at them, better percentage.
Yeah.
So Carletto says, can't blame Uber when there's no creativity. Kuke saying Bellerin disaster class that half. Kuke saying it's the little things that count. 1, winning second balls, we're not doing none of that. 2, ability to dribble past players, we're not doing none of that. Cricket Ball saying Uber and Willie are not in the game because we have no creative midfield. Yep, that's because they're paying him all that money to sit at home and do nothing.
Listen, I'm sorry, but even if Ozil was in the game, I doubt he's going to have that much of a change. Like maybe a little bit, but he's still not the guy for us.
Kuke saying Salah does what he wants and brushes off most players in the league quite easily. And Andrew saying Arsenal do not have that midfielder who will receive the ball no matter what. Cricket Ball saying Jorginho looks attractive right now. And Carletto, I can't believe I insisted playing out the back with high pressing. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you put a goalkeeper in who's not really adept at doing that. We just look shaky all over the place. Look, I talk to these guys about Leno every week. I decided to just keep my mouth shut now and let everybody see for themselves what was happening beforehand. Great shot stopper, amazing shot stopper. Leno can make those saves that you want him to do. But today, again, we've seen poor distribution from Leno, and we've seen him just fluff a few crosses. And unfortunately, that's not the full package for a goalkeeper, guys. There's making saves.
I did actually say that, you know, that we're going to get tougher opposition, and Leno is just not the keeper. I did say that.
Tony.
Yeah, he's not having a good game today. 2 points. The first one on the Jorginho. Listen, I take Jorginho right now.
Guys, sorry to cut you. Are you guys watching the analysis here?
Yeah, I am.
Guys, look, listen. You can see Xhaka. First of all, David Luiz deals with Mane. The ball runs loose. Okay, Xhaka picks up. I don't know who he picks up, but he clearly tells Tierney to cover the flank. Xhaka sees it. Tierney should be seeing it. If he's 2 yards down, or even just a yard and a half down, and sees the run of Salah, he don't get past him. He don't get the ball across. He's late. It's just like last week with Gabriel. When you're late that yard or that yard and a half with players, they're going to score. They're not just going to get past you. They're going to score. Salah.
I agree.
We're not just dealing with any random player. That is Salah in his most dangerous position. You cannot allow him to get past you. Whether Leno gets a finger on the ball, a fist on the ball, no matter what he gets, the damage is already done. Look. When you see Salah in the box like that, are you crazy? He's lucky to get a finger on that. He's lucky to get a ball on that. I'm surprised he didn't just go in the top corner. You can't
I agree.
Like Salah to get past you like that. Remember what I said to you in the beginning when I asked you why you Tierney playing there? I don't want him there. I want him up on the wing back position. The person who plays in that far right position needs to be a polished, certified centre back. I'd rather Gabriel be there.
I think Gabriel would do good there.
He would, because remember, headed clearances. That's what he's good at. And
I don't want a short little right back playing there. That's a centre back's position. That's what Monreal used to play, and he used to make the same sort of mistakes. He was good. But there would always be that mistake that he makes because he was not a centre back playing in that position.
Yeah. Guys, so Vincey, go on. Vincey, you go.
I want to ask, just in regards to what Tony was saying, what Bertrand probably would say about Aubameyang. 44% passing is the worst passing in the team. So you stop and you think, if he's our most prolific goal scorer, but when the ball goes to him, he's losing it.
Yeah, because he's not good at setting things up.
He's just a goal scorer, that's it.
Yeah,
he's not the greatest of passes at all.
So guys, hold on. Big shout out to Aaron. Aaron, thanks for the contribution to the channel. I appreciate that. He said, guys, it's okay. The missus is watching the game with me, and we always win when she does that. We are good. Bertrand saying rough lessons, guys. Carletto, we've only had one shot on goal.
Yeah.
Mark is saying a long time at Saliba's role, but he ain't ready yet. D is saying bring on Eddie to unsettle Van Dijk and Fabinho. Totally agree, bro.
Bad time.
We need some energy up there, man.
Lacazette for all the goals, and the goal he took well, and he was in the right position, but he's not nailing that pivot man down. And Liverpool are free to just ping the ball from the midfield.
We've had no shots on target. None. Liverpool have had one shot on target.
No, they've had more.
Midfield to play better second half.
In this first half.
I remember having a discussion with somebody on the Facebook group, and I was saying that Aubameyang, his position is central. When he was killing it for Dortmund, he had Royce or whatever his name, on one side, then Bailey on the other. See, these players, when you're talking about 44% pass completion, Aubameyang, he's not a midfielder. He's not a wing forward. He's a centre forward, he's a striker. You need him in the middle. What you need is Zaha, Pepe, Willian, Coutinho, any of those left-right-sided players on the flank. He can't play. He's not a player like that. That's just not his game. He's going to lose the ball, like you see him.
But it's concerning if you've got Niles behind you, you've got Willian alongside you, and also you've got Tierney on the overlap. You still got Xhaka. So you've got players around you who you can still pass the ball to.
44%. He ain't a baller like that.
I'm just looking at...
It's not about baller. It's about ball to feet. And passing to
like
the player.
At this level, it ain't that simple. He can't play like that.
Nabil, 44%.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not messing about.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I've been seeing this since last season. I've been seeing it the whole time. He puts the ball in the back of the net so you don't get any critique. But when it comes to playing, building up the play on the flank, apart from that nice cross he gave Lacazette in the opening game, this is not his position. You play Pepe in that position. You play Zaha in that position. You play Royce, Dembele. You play wing players, forwards or left or right attack midfielders. Not a striker. I don't like Martinelli in that position either. I don't like none of the position.
Osman is saying Lacazette is on form and not defensively, my friend. D is saying Laka was huffing and puffing after 20 minutes, and that's the reason why, again, D should be in there. Kez is saying 44% passing when you say he can't do better. Yeah, it's just from a creativity standpoint. Andrew's saying, look at the attributes of each player and ensure the formation is central around them, or pick up the best players to suit your formation. That's what they're trying to do in the market right now, bro. Cool K, Apollo is right about Eddie. A little less adventurous here in order to be more ambitious. Free front players is great on paper, but we'd be better off crowding the midfield and winning the ball more often. That is exactly what I've been saying.
You know how many passes Liverpool have had in this game? 254. And they've completed 224.
And that would all. And if we followed players tracking into the box, getting onto loose balls, that would all be for nothing. If we defended properly. Poor.
Yeah.
It's been poor, but you know.
Still in the game, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, still 2-1. You know, we've got another 45 minutes.
Who did we lose? We've lost the African Guna.
Guys, I'm not super disappointed. I'll tell you why I'm not super disappointed, because we already know and we're already in the transfer market. You can see where the players that we're going for in the market, we know where our weakness lies. Until we get that fixed up, you know, it's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, and I've been saying all along, how many times have you heard me say, we're 10 players on the field carrying Xhaka? You can't, when you're playing the champions, when you're playing the winners of the Champions League last year and the winners of the league title this year with 10 men against 11, that don't work. And Mark just bought a BMW X6. Congratulations, Mark. I can't wait for you to take me around London.
With my dad. I'm peacing out. So just a couple things on my part. The first one, I'm going to go watch the second half with my dad. I promised him I'd watch the second half with him. The first part is we will lose 3-1. The second part is Arteta's going to get questioned about not starting Gabriel because he had to start. And the third one is we better make substitutions before it's too late. I don't want to wait till the 70th minute and stuff. If nothing changes within the first 5-10 minutes, make a sub because Brendan and Ketty or something, because at this rate, nothing is happening for us.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Okay, tune in, man. Thanks for joining us. Mate. Rob is saying the trouble with Uber is that he's used as our outlet with pace when deep. The trouble is when he gets the ball like that, he usually has no one. Well, he does because Maitland-Niles and Tierney have been, and Saka's not there at the moment, but they've been adapted the overlap with him on the left-hand side. At the moment, there's no overlap. There's no penetration. We can't even string 3 passes together there. Play him through the center. His style of play is to be on the end of passes, not creating the passes. I agree with you, but the reason why Arteta's doing it that way is because if you've got somebody in the middle like Lacazette or Nketiah who can score, and then you're still getting 20 goals a season from Aubameyang, well, 30 goals a season from Aubameyang on the left, then that is more of attacking prowess rather than sticking him in the middle. Also, when you're in the middle, you have to have some level of holding up the ball, which he doesn't do very well. So I can see why Arteta's doing it, but I actually agree with you, Rob. I've been saying for a while, just plug him in the middle and then fit the pieces in around him.
Nabil,
doesn't work.
I would say that even if we get Partey and Oa, we're still not balanced.
No, I agree.
For that same purpose, for that same reason why that player up front on the left-hand side, we need a left-footed player to cross the ball in.
But you hear me say that in the group all the time.
Yeah.
You always hear me banging on about, you know, Dembele or Draxler, any left-sided player that comes on the horizon. You see me getting, you know, my hackles go up because I know that's what we need. The balance ain't there.
What are you doing?
That's not his position.
That will complement Tierney or Saka whenever they're playing on that left-hand side. That's the outlet ball.
But I think what it is, to be fair, it's not the priority. I think the centre of the park is the priority. We're just doing it bit by bit. You've got to get that centre back. We've done it. We've got two good centre backs coming through. Louise is a very, very good. Like I said, he's a very good.
How did he get away with that? El Nene winning the tackle in the middle.
Left foot on the right hand side. Robert Perez is he's the best left-sided winger we've ever had, and he was so right-footed.
Yeah.
Look at that ball from David Luiz. Great ball from Luiz to Willian on the right.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Why does Pepe play on the right-hand side exclusively?
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Tierney is giving the ball away at will. Tierney's having a stinker today, guys.
And I want him float. I want Pepe floating. You can go either side. You can go
Look at this. Wow. Now, you know what? Tierney shouldn't be playing. I think Gabriel should be playing.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nabil.
Tierney's not warmed up, mate. He's not ready for this.
So we've got a free kick.
Yeah, Arsenal got caught up high up the pitch there as Mane is not even closed down by Xhaka, but if he hits the ball and it goes over the bar. Look at Leno trying to. How are you going to play the ball at the back when you've got 3 red shirts standing inside the penalty?
This is what I mean about him. He's shit.
Why would you do that? You've got 3 red shirts inside the penalty area. In fact, the goalkeeper, the referee.
Oh, come on. Who is that?
He should get re-kick that. Because
Apollo, that's what they do in training. Apollo, that's what they do in training. They've been told to play the ball out like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Liverpool players cannot be inside the box when you're playing the goal kick. They've got to stand outside. There was 3 of them standing inside the box. The referee's got to blow the whistle and get the goalie to retake that.
You guys are not. Oh man!
I've got to say, for the first time on this show, I'm going to really backtrack and eat my words and say, you know what? I can see what you guys are saying with Martinelli now, because it's a catch. You have to play out from the back. If you want to keep possession, you've got to play out from the back. The fact that they press you right down to your goalkeeper, the only solution is you have a keeper who can play out from the back. If you don't have a keeper who can play out from the back, you're done. Because all you can do is lump it up and it's coming straight back to you.
Oh, what was that?
And that's why Martinelli, when he comes on, you see the energy, you see the control and that passion.
Yeah.
Crossing by Willian, but it's headed up by Gomez.
Well, look, Arsenal are playing better for sure. They're definitely going for it this half, for sure. Well spotted, Vinny. They definitely are going for it this half.
That's well spotted up by Tierney there. Arsenal on the attack right now. Aubameyang's on the left picking it up. It's a through slip ball, but Lacazette doesn't have the pace to get there.
Yeah.
And Bertram sums it up by saying Aubameyang is the worst passer in the team.
Yeah, and it was a ball to Maitland-Niles, not Lacazette. But
it's not his fault.
Aubameyang has to play a better ball there. It's
a shocking pass, man.
I love this. I said to Tony last week, I said, you're watching it on your big 75-inch OLED television, and I'm watching it on my Samsung Note 9 6-inch screen here, and some of the players look the same to me, and I'm not putting no glasses on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying, as old as I am, I'm not putting no damn glasses on to watch this game. Reading glasses. Mad. Yellow card for Trent Alexander-Arnold there, guys. So that's 2 of them on a yellow now.
Our passing out of defense is woeful.
It's dreadful.
Gosh.
Yeah. Van Dijk picks the ball over the top on the boot of. And Van Dijk just pings the ball over the top to Alexander-Arnold, whose volley comes back towards the near post, but it's well read by David Luiz. David Luiz has played well today, and some of the balls he's played over have been fantastic.
Man, you can't survive on FIFA playing like this, Arsenal. You can't do it, man.
Did you see that?
Can't do better, man.
I put a post up saying FIFA or PSE. Sorry. And there was like 70% FIFA, and it's just like, come on, guys, man. Pro Evo's been better than FIFA for a few good years now. People buy FIFA because it's the name.
Mm.
You got the
Yeah,
brand.
Pro
You
Evo
got the brand.
was the lick on Xbox original. 06.
I haven't. Was it called P? Is it PES or P? Have they changed names? PES, right?
PES, yeah.
PES. I haven't played that in years. They don't have the names. Well, how can you play without the names, man?
Yeah, but it's just a better game overall, isn't it, in terms of the game mechanics?
Wasn't there some software that you could upload to your system and get all the names for the players?
Yeah. Enough man used to do that back in the day. So Arsenal's come out and played better in this half, guys. Arsenal have already had twice as many touches in the opposition box as they did in the entire first half. But will they be able to turn this around and make it count for something?
I think it's time for Gabriel to come on now because Rob Holding's just annoying me now.
Holding just got robbed by Mane there.
Oh, give me a break. That's so
He's done well to make up for it.
What do you want? How much time do you want?
Well, Aubameyang's won 2 aerials. And that's the same as Rob Holding and Louise.
Andrew said he's going to stick his neck out and say Arsenal will not lose this game. I said 2-2, mate, and I think that's where it's going to end up.
I'm going 2-2, 3-3.
We're winning this game, guys.
No, we're not.
Rob is saying pro all day with North London. Cricket Ball saying at this point I'll take a draw. Bro, at the beginning whistle I would have taken a draw because that means Arsenal would remain above Liverpool in 3rd place. Semantics, my friend. Semantics.
You know that, Rob. Pro Evo.
Pro Evo, you know. Yeah, man, that's the lick right there. I also did a poll who starts El Nene or Ceballos, and El Nene just picked it by 54%.
I think you need Ceballos on.
Come on, mate, get in there. Wake up. Who is that? Maitland Niles. He's a good player, you know, but he's not sharp today.
I'll tell you who's not sharp is Tierney. He needs to come off. He's struggling.
Are these players tired or something?
He is struggling.
They are struggling. A lot of them are struggling.
Okay, so Hector puts in a dangerous cross.
Oh, you have to play the wet pitch on them
Really?
And Trent
Come on, let's go.
clears it.
Come on, Arsenal, let's go.
We've got 34 possession, people.
They can't deal with the press, man. They can't deal with Liverpool's press. Liverpool's press is winning the whole game. And we're supposed to be a pressing team.
Oh, that's better. Come on, Willian. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's too easy, man. I mean, it's almost like we don't even know how to play football. Some of the passing, there's no creativity there's hardly any creativity in the front.
I think there's a lot of anxiety in our passing, a lot, hell of a lot. Nothing relaxed.
I don't think it's anxiety, my friend. I think it's capability. Yeah, anxiety is when you can't function at your full capacity. Some of these guys cannot actually do the pass. Technically, are incapable.
Yeah, and we've known that for a while. We talked about this last week that we lack the ability to create anything.
So anxiety got nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's when you can sing, but when you put the lights on, you choke. But these guys are not even capable of doing the song in the first place.
Yeah, that's right. Look, Cool K saying such poor decision making from Bellerin when he pushes forward. He also says this creative Willian isn't working. Has the occasion got to some of the Arsenal players?
It goes back to my point, what I said to Bertram yesterday.
Yeah.
Would you take Zaha over Willian? You know, I know he says it's a £0 deal, but when you look at the total structure of the deal, we could have got Zaha, I'm pretty certain, for the same money that we paid for Willian.
Yeah, no, that Zaha would have cost you a lot more than that. Williams was 34 million over his contract.
You're not paying him 220 grand a week, and you didn't pay a stupid amount in fees.
Yeah, but if you look at it over 3 years,
£24 million deal, Apollo.
well, if you look at Willian's 34 million over 3 years. That's 11.5 million a year. That's not a lot of money. That's not not a lot of money. Zaha, you the way Palace are, you have to break the bank to get Zaha and the returns. You're just not going to get the returns from it. It's not. Everyone says he's this creative player and he scares people. He might scare people, but he's not a creative player. We know that because the numbers tell us that. And it tells us that over the plethora of the years he's played with Palace or United or whatever.
I just think the crime here is that you have Ozil, who's not going to do nothing. You've got Guendouzi, who's not going to do nothing. And we're not going to get good money for these guys. And we're going to going out to buy. Or we've got Willian, and we're going to get Partey, and we still need that left-sided player, as you say, in Zaha. That's the crime.
Yeah, I think we got a left-sided player. His name's Saka. He's 19 years old. He's on the bench.
He can't play every game.
I think he should come on now.
Why not?
I think he should come on now, Saka.
Yeah, Bernd Leno just came out and made a catch there. I couldn't believe it. He actually caught a pass there. Fiona saying Wolford play in the middle of the park. Absolutely agree.
We're being overrun in midfield, people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No creativity, and we haven't had that for a long time.
William stays down for a bit after a crunching tackle from Fabinho, but he looks to be okay now. Arsenal are having much more of the ball in this half, and everything looks okay for them to level the game if it carries on at this tempo. I think Liverpool are quite happy to see the game where they are. Sit back a little bit, don't exacerbate too much of your energy trying to go up when you're already winning at home.
Are you serious?
So, guy, who's coming off then?
Willian. I'd take Willian.
It's like Lacazette gets an opportunity to level it, and he just crosses his lines again.
No, he's offside. He's offside.
Oh no, the flag's down. The flag's down.
It stays up. It comes up.
Right, so Granit Xhaka's off, and Ceballos comes on.
Oh, thank you. That is exactly what I would do. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. Thank you.
I keep telling people, Granit Xhaka is not the man. He can't pass the shit, and people are still sucking this guy off.
Alice, listen, Apollo.
This is about to pick up.
With that chance?
What's that, Vincey?
What was Lacazette doing with that chance? We just tried to chip him.
Yeah, that was
he was trying to do a thing and it didn't work. It's just like, just shoot the blasted thing.
Yeah, it is Curtis, I agree. Good change, very good change. Now you're playing 11 against 11. Yeah, you're not playing 11 against 10.
You got any more of that rum and pineapple?
Yeah, boy, the pineapple rum. Yeah, boy. Neomis is happy now, man. Yeah, Neomis is happy. Neomis is feeling it. 11 against 11 now.
Yep. No, I think should get better now.
He kept the flag down, but then he put the flag up afterwards.
I'm gonna clap him off.
Oh, well done.
Still got to finish it though, ain't you?
Yeah, of course. I feel El Nene's had a decent game again.
Yeah.
He's been our best player.
El Nene is still on the pitch and Xhaka is off, tells you all you need to know.
You know what, Tony? That's a good shout. That is a good shout.
Offside.
No, well, he saved it. He saved it. He saved it. I don't know why he didn't actually just catch the ball. I give up on Leno.
He never started.
Saying that.
Kuke saying I can't believe. Kuke saying can't believe people try to tell me Aubameyang is better than Van Persie. That's not even close. That's not even close, bro.
That's cold.
That's not even close. So yeah, Leno's made a save there. We need to take Lacazette off and get Eddie Nketiah on.
Yeah, because Lacazette, he seems to score a goal and just flitters away.
Martinez would have caught that shot.
Martinez would have made goalkeeping attractive.
Tony, this is what I'm saying. Yeah? The shot comes in, Leno saves it, and Maitland-Niles has the ball, and he clears it, and you see the clearance.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, nice and tidy from El Nene there. Love what I see from El Nene there in the middle of the park. Real progressive, real tidy. Poised, not under pressure. That's a great slip ball there.
Yep.
Oh, what is he doing? Oh, Lacazette was through.
I told you.
Lacazette was through.
He flopped his lines again. I told you. You lot are behind.
Lacazette was through, man. Lacazette was through.
I just told you that.
How much? How much?
Arsenal are in again. Arsenal are on the front foot right now.
Killing me.
Oh, what is Aubameyang doing?
Yeah, it's a poor.
Kidding me?
It's an absolutely really poor pass or cross.
Look at that. What is he doing there? Lacazette, man. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh.
And there you go, African tuna. That's your money for Partey, right?
Oh my god.
Lacquer.
What's that, Vincey?
African Guna, there's your money for Partey. Sell Lacquer, and you would have had Eddie up there, all in the back of the net.
True.
I think I mentioned this some time ago. We should sell Lacquer and get Zaha in. And Bertram say like, let's play Zaha anywhere across the front because he's a threat.
So guys, let's talk about that Lacazette chance. And this tells us it's.
He blocked his lines. He was one-on-one with a goalkeeper.
So that shows
the ball in the back of the net.
That shows you the quality of Dani Ceballos. A brilliant weighted pass. What was that? Oh, I thought somebody lost their head there for a second. So it was Dani Ceballos with a beautiful weighted ball to Lacazette, through on goal, one-on-one. The flag stays down, and instead of putting it low onto the ground through his legs, he lifts the ball slightly, and it's almost Alisson just lifts a hand up, gets a hand to it, and it's a save. It's a smothering save. Not a good finish by Lacazette.
All he had to do was just let the ball just drop low. But no, he tried to do a trick. It didn't come off.
Lacazette is absolutely shattered right now. He's not even pressing.
He needs to come off. He needs to come off now.
Like great effort. Thanks for the goal, but it's pass the balance.
He just looks wasted now.
Yeah, he does. D agrees with you. Dean saying 100% Tony, sell Lacazette. Kuke saying Holding is playing well. Curtis, we need to bring on Pepe.
He is coming on now, Pepe. I'm 66 minutes in.
Get there. He's done. He's finished. Lacazette is done.
He's done, yeah?
Yeah, he's finished.
Lacazette is done. Yeah, I literally just come back. And I said, you know what? There's three things like two of them I'm backtracking on. I've always given Lacazette a lot of support, and I've always stood by the sale of Martinez because obviously we need to get our own, we need the money. But honestly, I'm just thinking that, you know what, in terms of how we play out from the back, we can't sell Martinez. Yeah, we can't sell Martinez. Unless we're going to change the way we play, because we pass out from the back. And Lacazette, I've always supported him. You know, he's scored a goal a game, but seriously, Jay's right, man. He's right. In the game as tight as this, the number 9 has got to bury one of those 2 chances that he had. He's got to bury one of those 2 chances that he had. And, you know, if you can't stick them chances away, you just shouldn't be playing. Just stick Aubameyang in the centre and get Willian on the flank and get Pepe on. Play 2 wingers. Because Olber's not playing well on the flank either. So,
he's not even playing well at all.
No. That's a complaint of his, that he doesn't really do it on the big games, to be fair. That is a complaint that I've heard before.
Go on. Oh.
No, he's not doing well today.
So Willian is coming off and Pepe's coming on.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to be kind of disappointed about. I don't know. I know people talking about selling Eddie Nketiah. I'd think about selling Lacazette.
I agree.
I agree with that as well.
Vince,
I mean, I love Lacazette, but he's just not doing it.
Andrew says Nketiah needs more than 10 minutes. Kuke says Pepe Nketiah on, please. He says the greatest play Lacazette has ever made is becoming besties with Aubameyang. And Kuke also says Ceballos does everything Xhaka can and way more. Kuke also says Kuke is on the tier at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what it is that William actually does.
He's supposed to be a creator.
He's another Ozil.
Andrew says Lacazette wonders why he cannot replace Giroud in the national team. Mark is saying
that's what I want to see. Take a player on. Take a player on. Come on, that's the first time I've seen that all game. Yeah, no, for me, sell Lacazette. Sell Lacazette. Get somebody on the left. Right.
Before that, guys, you might have missed it, but Bellerin was booked for a yellow card.
Yeah.
For a tug on Mane just moments before Fabinho and Aubameyang. Liverpool on the attack now. Oh, it's a great tackle by Holding. Holding's you know what? Holding is playing well today, isn't he?
It's so.
Arsenal can't pass out from the back. So we got to stop.
It's useless.
We got to stop. Just stop it now. Just stop. Just stop it. I don't want to not for the rest of the game. You can't pass out.
Doesn't know where to go with the ball.
They're pressing you on your side.
They're standing literally 3 yards away from each other in the box.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I can't understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't do it anymore. Just give it up. Just do something else. There's got to be more variety to your approach play.
You haven't got that plan B. If you had a plan B, would you have someone like an Olivier Giroud or an Adebayor who you could knock it up to? You ain't got nobody in the team that you can do that to.
David Luiz looking to split the midfield, and that's all they have because they can't really get the ball into the midfield. So he's looking.
I tell you what. I tell you what's concerning is the way we pass the ball out from the back. The way we pass the ball out from the back, we can't even do that in the midfield.
A lot of guys. A lot of people are shitting on William at the moment, but look, William is a good player. He proved that in his first game for us. He's just having a moment. He's not playing well. He didn't play well against West Ham, and today he hasn't turned up. There's a long season, guys. Long season.
And then he couldn't even believe that miss by Lacazette. He could not believe it. He was on his knees.
Is Martinelli fit?
No, it's not. It's not
injured
fit until
still.
December. Not ready till December.
It's not an ACL, is it?
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Now, December, January, he should be back in the frame.
Ceballos inside. What the fuck? These defenders really are struggling to pass the ball through the midfield.
We need Nketiah in there, man. We need some energy.
Yeah, but the thing is, the ball isn't getting to the strikers through the midfield.
It's poor choices. Poor choices.
Well, yeah, it did, Tony, because Ceballos played in Lacazette because Lacazette made the run. We need someone who's going to make the run, and then we can play him in.
Ever since then, Apollo, the defenders are struggling to get the ball to a midfielder.
Yeah.
That's not a foul. Oh, he's given a foul. What an idiot.
I blame the mud on the pitch.
Oh, well. 2-1 wouldn't be a bad result, but you know what? It's just really sort of giving me food for thought. It's giving me a lot to think about.
Really?
Yeah, we got to know where our levels are, Tony. We got to know where our levels are, man.
Change the kit, man.
I'm just saying, really,
Blue
to that yellow card for Ceballos.
The ref has been awful today.
You want us wearing the blue kit away when we're playing these top teams?
Okay, Nketiah's coming on.
Good.
David Luiz is coming off.
Going quarterback.
Oh no, Lacazette's coming off.
Yeah, that's a straight swap. Eddie Lacazette.
What was Luiz doing?
And this is what I'm saying. Salah, Mane, and all them guys, they don't really have a. I mean, they got Origi, but CJ saying West Ham ain't Liverpool. They were last night, mate. When they tore Wolves apart 4-0, they were more than Liverpool last night, bro. This is the thing. Liverpool went and done that. Sorry, West Ham went and done that against Wolves 4-0. People were moaning that we beat West Ham last week. This is the Premiership, man. You get your 3 points when you win. Don't complain about it. Look at us trying to play the ball out of the back with red shirts all over us.
It's horrible, man. I wish they'd stop.
All over us.
I wish they just stop, man.
Maitland-Niles with a nothing pass.
Oh, come on, man. This is bad to watch. You know what it is, right? We're trying a new style, and we're coming up against the experts. We're really up against the experts at this. When it comes to pressing, when it comes to playing it out from the back, these are the experts. They've been doing it for a good 2 seasons ahead of us. And we're just getting found.
Nabil, what you see on the pitch today is you see in training, you know?
Yeah.
You see this nonsense passing in training.
Really? But I think, you know what? Like I said, to be fair, when it's any team that's not in the top 6, it doesn't look so bad. We got that level of quality. But when you're going up against real quality, it shows. You get showed up. Lacazette knows it
tonight.
He knows it. You got to stick away those passes. You got to bury them. As a number 9 at this level.
Yeah.
Arsenal just have to play keep ball. They're just not good.
They can't even do that right now.
Bellerin's found some space. It's a good run by Bellerin there in the midfield. He puts it out wide. Maitland-Niles has the ball out wide. Tries to cross it, but it gets blocked.
Oh, come on, mate. You're tired.
David Luiz is the only person who can really break their midfield with his long balls. It's good play. Oh, Ceballos tries to get Nketiah through, but Alisson way off his line outside in the area. That was unbelievable. This is what I said to Tony. Ceballos there, he can get you through. He can get it done. But you know what? All credit to Alisson to come off his line and stop Nketiah from getting a one-on-one chance. And on the other side, Firmino gets put through, has a shot, and it's deflected wide. End-to-end stuff here at the moment. It's blocked by Tierney, and it goes off for a corner. What a chance there. If Nketiah was nearly through on goal. Great goalkeeping.
Still in this.
Arsenal had the better chances in the second half for me. Leno, you got to catch that, bro. He was fouled anyway. Leno just doesn't have the aerial presence. And we need to find a goalkeeper that does. We need to find
we need to go back to Aston Villa.
Van Dijk is jumping higher than Leno.
I'm finished. Go on. Go back to Villa.
Yeah, I agree. Mark is saying Ceballos has had a real impact. Yes, he has. And that's the reason why that's the reason why Xhaka should be on the bench.
Xhaka should be gone. Not even on the bench.
You start the game with El Nene sitting in front protecting the back line, and then you put Ceballos as your progressive holding midfielder, and then you work the game through that. That way you got 11 men on the field against 11 men as your opponents. You can't carry people at this level, man. Can't carry, man. 78 minutes gone. And Bellerin's won a corner there.
Come on, Bella.
Good.
Hopefully this will have an impact.
Yeah, nice ball from Ceballos.
I agree, Andrew. Arsenal got rid of the wrong goal. Arsenal got rid of the better goalkeeper. I totally agree, mate. Totally agree.
Of course.
Pepe needs a delivery, but Mark said Pepe's delivery is abysmal. Yeah, and it is. Terrible. What a save by Alisson to race off his line. He's raced 20 yards out to stop Nketiah picking up that ball. Damn, we're so close. Liverpool looking to get Jota on.
Is that the second foul throw by Bellerin today?
Yeah. Liverpool looking to get James Milner and Jota on to shore up the midfield. It looks like they're coming on right now. So big up to everybody in the chat. What's going on, people? What do you think of the game so far? 200 people have watched on the chat so far. Big shout out to all of you guys. Andrew saying, keep the faith. I hear you, bro. Cricket ball, I totally agree. The ref is a trick. Many people thought we were going to come out here, get blown out 3-0, 4-0. And this is probably, to be honest with you, the scoreline kind of reflects where both of these teams are at the moment. But Arsenal have just been so close. Arsenal have just been so close. They've been the better team in the second half, Arsenal have.
The chances have just gone, we had two good chances and they've just been poor.
Yeah. Yeah, Arteta won't be happy about giving up those 2 goals like that. He won't be happy at all. He's not going to be happy at all.
10 minutes to go. More than enough time for Arsenal to get something from the game.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on.
The situation they were in when they got their famous title victory. 1989 on this ground. The fixture.
Guys, even against a team like this, Arsenal has still improved greatly under Arteta. But we got a long way to go. What is Leno doing? Leno's passing the ball across his box.
He can't hold for shit. People fucking off Leno.
Leno playing chicken there, but
Gosh.
it doesn't cost us. It doesn't cost us, but you know,
It's only the third game of the season. We've got the whole season left with Leno in goal, man.
Get rid of him.
Curtis be like, what a Ross Clark is going on with you, Leno? Mad thing. Ainsley gives the ball away under no pressure. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Ceballos should have started in the midfield with El Nene. Yeah, that's what happens when you keep putting that love child Xhaka in there, man.
We'll start from deep again. They're digging deep here.
Liverpool just sitting on the back of the line, pressing us. David Luiz plays the ball out the back well.
Ceballos on it.
Oh my God, Maitland-Niles. Oh,
he's had a shocker. He's had a shocker.
Oh God, it's a simple pass.
He's had a shocker.
It's a simple pass.
Apollo, the thing is, the only way you're going to break Xhaka in midfield is Ceballos and El Nene second half doing the business. That's the only how.
I mean, both can tackle. Both have got range.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the field 30 seconds before he played Lacazette with that through ball. Yeah. What has Xhaka done before that? Where's the through ball been from Xhaka? Where's the vision? Where's the creativity coming from the midfield?
He's not allowed to do that.
Xhaka has never had any creativity except for the first season. Don't care what anyone says.
Look at the ball from Salah. Oh,
what a ball!
Yeah, that's a ball. That's right. So let's look. Where were the Arsenal? Salah just comes on the inside. Again, it's right at the back of the left hand side, which has been open and exposed all day.
Yeah, Bellerin didn't come across.
Bellerin was nowhere to be seen.
Didn't come across.
Bellerin's been awful. He's been absolutely
nowhere
dreadful.
to be seen. We just might as well kick the ball to them. This is really bad.
Get the ball down. Jesus Christ. Hold.
You see what I'm saying about anxiety on the ball?
Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
It's incapability.
Silly mistake. That's
I'm
in this game.
Come on, Pepe, take him on. Take on your man, Pepe. Skin him, Pepe. Skin him.
Why are you coming inside for?
He's winning Ross.
Did we get a corner? Yes, we did. Corner.
You know, any one of us could actually do a better job tonight.
I'm not sure I could in my condition, to be honest.
Hey, look, man. I just want to give Neomis, man.
It's a tough job.
In my head, I'm good in the head. It's up there.
We've just been
another corner from Pepe. Get this one in, Pepe.
Please do something.
Pepe with another horrible corner.
What is up with our corners? We can't.
I don't know. I've seen Pepe ping corners like he's playing snooker, and he's just not on it.
But he must be getting instructions to go for this near post corner, because that both of them have been like he's trying to get near post for a flick on.
Rob saying, out of the starting 11, who hasn't had a shocker tonight? Holding and El Nene, mate. I think both have been really, really good. David Luiz has been good as well.
Yep,
I have to say.
But yes, very sloppy in passing. Very, very sloppy.
Pepe's done nothing since he's come on. And Nketiah has not stopped running. He's running everything down. He's just trying to make something happen on the back end. Every 50-50 ball, Liverpool's winning.
Oh, stop it. Come on, stop it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
my Lord have mercy. What's going on? What is going on? Ragged. Send it.
Sloppy. Sloppy.
How much time in the middle of the park these guys have got?
They're just like ball watching.
Yeah, Pep was saying it's the Anfield juju, guys. They haven't lost in the league in 3 years. I think Andrew says, I think Arsenal can allow things to impact on them during a game, which is not the hallmark of top teams. Again, guys, Arteta's only been here for half a season. Yeah, we need to give him time, man. Work in progress.
And the thing you can say is, although we've looked shocking, the scoreline is still only 2-1.
Oh, no, it isn't, Tony. No, it isn't. Oh, dear.
We've had 2 good chances in this half.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, okay, that's that then.
You know, I could swear right now, and I'm not going to. I really am not going to.
I think African Guna said it was going to be 3-1. And,
we did.
Game start, 3 goals. Bloody Jota.
Yeah, African Guna called it. He said it was going to be 3-1 Liverpool.
A deflection as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
This is a simple goal. Like,
yeah.
Too easy.
And it continues. Oh well, guys.
And Gabriel didn't even get on.
Yeah, back to the
should
drawing
be
board.
on.
He'll probably playing on Thursday now. Yeah. Which is a shame. I thought we were a better team in the second half.
Yeah, but we're just not creating enough. We're just not taking our chances.
We haven't passed the ball at all well, which has always been our problem.
Sloppy passing. 50-50 balls we keep losing. We're shit.
Well, you know, like I said, I mean, they beat Chelsea last week 2-0. They're the champions, and you have to be 100% to take teams like this on, and we just haven't been at the races. We just haven't been at the races, and we haven't attacked them in the way that I thought that we would. We started out well, and then after about 50 minutes, we just wasn't closing them down on the back end, and we wasn't pressing them in the midfield either. And to a point, we've allowed them to play. So, guys, it's Jota. Alexander-Arnold sends a crossing from the right. David Luiz header falls on Jota at the edge of the box. And it takes the ball under control before sending in a low finish into the bottom of the left corner. And it's 3-1 to Liverpool.
Do you know what? In games like this, it's not about what the other team does. It's about what you do when you got the ball. And straight up, we've just been poor on the ball. Poor in movement, poor in passing and shooting. It's just been poor.
Yeah,
there's been no shooting at all.
If we do our part, we win the game. We haven't even done that.
And guys, remember that that goal we scored, it was given to us really by mistake by Robinson. And we're not even on the same wavelength of this against this team right now. And rightly so. I mean, they finished 40 points ahead of us in the league last season, and you can see why. Yeah.
They've got quality in every part of the field. We don't. It's as simple as that.
But those two chances that Lacazette had, yeah, most strikers should put that away in the Premiership.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Can I just say that one of my observations going into the game was that Liverpool are, I don't know why, but they're just making some real errors in defence, particularly Van Dijk. And I felt like they was kind of there for the taking. And once we got that lucky gift from them for Lacazette to score, it's all about pinging balls into the box. It's all about crossing. It's all about giving them something to think about, making them make mistakes. But you know what? If you ain't got someone in the middle of the park who can just hold the ball and get it forward somehow, whether you're bringing it or whether you're passing it.
Well, I'm happy we got this game out the way. As Mark said, this is one of the best teams in the world right now, and they've literally won everything that they've won in the last 12, 15 months. They've literally won everything in the game that any team in the world would want to win. The Premiership title, the Champions League, and I'm just glad that we've got this one out of the way and that we can move on. We've got some tough games coming up now. We got City, we got United, we've got Wolves, we've got Spurs, Leicester coming up. We've got some tough games.
Apollo, you're the man right now on the spot. You're the person to ask. Is there any truth in the Zaha loan rumours?
Zaha, no, none at all. None at all.
That's just not
even a sniff.
Yeah,
not even a sniff.
Yeah, I don't want to see. I want to see like Aubameyang play centre, number 9. We don't want Lacazette playing now. We don't want him play. Just play over in the middle and just get a natural left. Whether it's Willian or somebody. Someone mentioned playing Pepe on the left. Just play wingers on the left and the right. People who can.
That's it, folks. 3-1.
Yeah, and again, you know, we've got Saka can play there. We've got Martinelli when he comes back in December, who plays on the left.
You mean look at Liverpool at the top, right? With the first thing you've got
Aubameyang's been very disappointing tonight.
Yeah,
Tony,
he could have even got a goal at the end just for like.
I know.
Consolation.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that, Fiona. I appreciate that.
Cheers, Fiona.
So, guys,
right, that's the goal.
That was a late opportunity for Arsenal. Ceballos again. Ceballos has created 4 chances in the second half. Xhaka has created none.
Yeah, it was a bad choice.
Ceballos came in, a lovely ball over the top for Aubameyang, who waits for the opportunity to shoot, but he eventually opts to pass the ball away from Nketiah, and it just doesn't go anywhere. Game over. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 3, and Liverpool's amazing home record continues. Arsenal dropped to 5th place behind Emi Martinez's Aston Villa.
On that note, people, I'm out. I shall. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
All right, nice one, man. Nice one.
Take it easy.
And so there won't be no live stream on Wednesday. We'll just do the watch along on Thursday for the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. And Moses said, "Don't agree with you on that. They are the best team. We played poor. I think actually we played well in the second half, mate. I think we were the better team in the second half. We definitely had more chances. Nothing in the middle. Ceballos, Xhaka, El Nene, not the answer. Again, El Nene was probably the best player in the midfield. He had 5 duels won, and Ceballos came on with what 25 minutes and created 4 chances. What more could you ask from him? Both of those guys pretty much did their job. Look, when you're carrying players in a team, you can't expect to turn over big time teams. When you look at the effort that we made when we beat them twice before, there was more pressing, more energy from the team, and there was definitely more clinical finishing. Today, we wasn't clinical. The pressing wasn't there. The energy wasn't there. And unfortunately, you got to be at your best when you're beating these teams. And there's no disgrace in losing to this team, guys. We have to remember who we're playing up against, but we weren't, as Nabil said, we weren't accountable. We've disrupted Liverpool. We took them out of their game plan. We took them to the sword. Today, it was just too much for us. Liverpool came at us with energy and
men against boys.
Yeah, they brought the house to us, and we didn't have an answer for it. But in saying that, we had chances to level the game. We had our chances, and we just wasn't clinical. Yeah, Xhaka wasn't. Look, the substitution tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, we were playing with 11 men for about 20, 25 minutes.
I think, to be fair, if I'm going to be really fair, I mean, listen, Arteta is just like, you know, he's going to be the best manager in the world. He's just going that way. But if I'm really honest, he got the personnel wrong today. He just got the personnel wrong today. Ceballos started. I feel like he should have just risked Gabriel. I'm not feeling Tierney in that centre back position.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even Saka instead of Maitland-Niles. I'm not sure. Okay, Lacazette, fair play. You've got to play him. I think now, me personally, based on what I've seen now, I'm not playing Lacazette in the middle of the park anymore. Olba has to play in the middle of the park. He's not a winger. He is not a left-sided attacking field player. You just got to leave him in the middle of the park and just get somebody who plays in that role on those flanks.
Yeah.
That's just in hindsight. And that's the thing with a manager. You know, you're probably looking at who's doing well in training. He picks his team. He looks at it now. He probably realised, you know what? Ceballos definitely should have started. You know, maybe Gabriel should have started. I think he should have. But
yeah, Ceballos should have started. Lacazette cost us a point today, and he knows it. Look, you saw Lacazette's face when he walked off and he sat in the stands. He put his shirt over his head and he was nodding his head, because at this level, mate, if you're a top striker, if you think of yourself as a top striker in this league and in the world, you've got to put your chances away. And look, it is what it is. I don't get why Arteta sets the team up like that and is hell-bent on playing the ball out of the back without a plan B. We don't have the players to do that. We start from dead balls with 6 or 7 players in our own defensive third. I mean, how can you do that? How can you start out with 7 players right in front of you? You've got nowhere to go. And Liverpool pressing us, it was very easy for them to press us. And that's what it is. And African Guna, you were right. Congratulations, you got the score prediction right, mate. What's your thoughts on the game?
I'm never happy about Arsenal losing. I you know, as I said, I think I used to be like Ebony and Ty and think we're gonna win every game, and then I realized after getting my heart shattered so many times that I need to be more realistic. I think Ceballos was a game changer, and that was the one positive I'll take from it. Lacazette, man, dead food. I'm so disappointed. I put my name and my neck on the line for you, and you do that. Not only once, but twice. 2 golden eggs chances, and you miss like that. He needs to be benched. By the way, I said on our Facebook chat, as soon as you make a mistake like that and you try to chip a keeper when you're 2-1 down, you get subbed. If I'm the manager, I'm taking you off for mucking around in a game like that. That's straight up. That's me. I'm taking you off for that. I think Eddie should start the next game, not only on Thursday against Liverpool, but should start the next Prem game, and Lacazette should be benched for that. And then Pepe, Willian, disappointing. Aubameyang, we know that, you know, if we're not dominating the ball, we say it on the podcast every single week, Aubameyang's out the game completely. And then Xhaka, I mean, really, were they in the game? I mean, I don't know if it's their fault, but you can see that we're lacking quality. We are lacking so much quality. Look at Liverpool's team. Every single player that gets the ball, they are so good on the ball. They can do anything. All of them, they're just good. And that's quality.
You got your wish, fan, because Josh comes in tomorrow off the back of that, and I think Arteta's got to have a few strong words and say, "Look what I'm playing with."
Yeah. Of course. Yeah,
for sure. But to be honest, Tony, he should be saying that the entire time. But I mean, among your point, we're saying we're playing this cat and mouse game. I really hope that's what we're doing, because if Arsenal pull rabbits out of the hat and we sign these 2 players, and you know, something I said, I was on the Football Terrace, I think a few days ago, I was saying, you know, the smart thing that Arsenal would do is do it in the last 24 hours so that no one can react. Because if you announce those 2 deals last minute, Man United, all the rest of the teams, they're not going to be able to go and sign the players that they need, and we're going to have a serious advantage. Because if we sign those 2 players we've been all talking about this entire summer, I mean, we're just a different monster. I don't think people understand what a monster we would be. Literally, our whole team would be great. But Apollo, I mean, not starting Gabriel today, definitely a big mistake. Holding is not good enough.
Not ready.
I thought Holding did okay today, actually.
He did okay at 5.
But I would have started Gabriel. No doubt about it.
Tough loss.
So I'm gonna try and do player ratings here, because I don't know when we're gonna get the time to actually do player ratings. So I'm just trying to quickly shuffle it up. Oh, there. I'm just quickly going to try and quickly shuffle it up.
But I do want to say that in the second half. Go ahead, Bill. No, I was going to say, in the second half, I think we were doing pretty well. Like, if Lacazette took those chances, I think it's a different game. We might have still lost maybe 3-2 near the end, but I think it definitely gives us an edge because we were holding out. It looked like as soon as Ceballos came, Liverpool started dropping, and now they're like, okay, you guys can have the ball, and we're going to hit you on the counter. So the game kind of changed the other way around. So
that's the thing about those opportunities. They change the perspective on the game. They make players think differently. You know, the mindset changes, and that's when my mindset changed. You know, I've been supporting Lacazette for a long time now, but it's this level. This is the level. Like, you know, we're 2-1 down. It's clear, okay, they've won everything in the game. They're one of the best. They are probably the best team in the league, but we're coming up. We're not far behind them. We've beaten them 2 back-to-back, 2 games in a row, back-to-back. Whatever we've got in terms of personnel, our manager can find a way to beat them. But you've got to take your chances. You're not going to get many. You know, he had 2. The first one, like you said, you've got to take that. I mean, I could just see Martinelli slotting that away.
Yeah, I agree. Right, guys, I'm going to go first, and then we'll go around the clock. Leno, I'm giving a 4. I should have given him a 4 last time, and I was being nice to him, and I gave him a 5. I gave him a 4 today. Couple of good saves, but his distribution was awful. This guy's an accident waiting to happen, and it's only just a matter of time. Holding, I give a 6. I thought Holding played a decent game today. David Luiz, I give a 7. David Luiz, in fact, I'll probably go. David Luiz is probably my man of the match today. Kieran Tierney, I give him 4. Bellerin, I give him a 3. El Nene, I'll give him a 6.5. Xhaka, I give Xhaka a 2. Ceballos, actually, I give Ceballos a 7. And actually, Ceballos can share the joint man of the match with Luiz. I thought Ceballos was tremendous when he came on. Niles, I'll give a 6. Good defensively, but I found that he was wasteful in the final third. Willian, I give Willian a 4, and that's being nice. God, it's Willian 4. Lacazette, I give Lacazette a 6 because he scored, but just nothing defensively because he scored. He scored.
Listen, he miscues the shot.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, but he scored. Otherwise, he gets a 4. Yeah, Aubameyang gets a 4 as well.
For miscuing a
Tony,
shot.
yeah, Tony, don't worry. Tony, you'll get your go in a minute. Neomis, let's have a quick fire round from you.
All right, so Leno, I would give a 4.5. Yeah, he didn't have a great game, and even though there were some things that I felt that wasn't his fault, it just wasn't for me reassuring. Holden, I gave a 6.5. I thought he had a pretty good game as the game went on. Some really good clearances. I think for the most part, he managed to hold off Mane in a lot of situations throughout that game. And even though he himself had a few hairy moments whereby he lost the ball, but then he got the ball back. So, you know, like overall, it was. So I gave him a 6.5. David Luiz for me is my man of the match. I gave him a 7.5. I felt that he was one of the few consistent players in the team throughout the whole of the night. So
look at the balls that he was playing over the top though to break Liverpool's press in midfield. I mean he was the only one in the team that could do that.
And before Ceballos came on, he really was the only one. We need more of that, a little bit more creativity in midfield as well.
And that's what Gabriel gives you. Gabriel gives you that passing out the backfield.
I don't know why he didn't start, but I guess he's thinking of Thursday. And I think Thursday's game is going to be interesting because, I mean, with Mane coming off in the 75th minute and Keita, I honestly think Mane will probably start on Thursday. So that's going to be interesting.
I think he'll play a reserve team. I think you remember when we went up there and lost 5-4 last season, and Joe Willock had their
5-5
game
and
in
lost
bench.
on penalties.
Do you really think they're going to play mostly the kids? Because I think they might play a combination of kids and experience.
We've got Sheffield United 2 days after.
Oh, 2 days after? Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
So I don't think he's going to play them. Yeah, but go on, finish up.
Oh, sorry. Tierney, for me, first time I'll ever give Tierney this, and hopefully it'll be the last, but I have to give him a 4. I thought it was really bad in this game. I can't believe I'm going to say he's probably one of the worst players on the pitch today. Bellerin, I give a 4.5. He was almost.
Man, how are you giving Bellerin a higher rating than Tierney, man? I can't have that, man.
No, Tierney was bad. Tierney was bad. Sloppy passing, bad defending. The first goal for me was his fault. Like he was on the wrong side of Salah to be able to even stop that pass from coming in for Leno to then kind of fluff it for the tap in. But he made some good runs forward later on in the game, which is why I'm giving him half a point more than Tierney. And then I got to give a 6.5. He was consistently pretty good in the game. Xhaka, where do I start with him? I'll give him a 5. It was a Granit Xhaka game. I'd say nothing more. Ceballos, I'll give a 7. I thought he was pretty good. I think you said he had 4 chances created. Once he came, that's when we started to create more. And it'd be really interesting if we had started Ceballos in the game, how this game would have gone, how many chances would have been created. Maybe a little bit more for Aubameyang as well. So just wish he'd played for 9 minutes. Maitland-Niles, I gave up a 5. I thought he was okay. Defensively, I thought he should have done a bit better in certain situations with the tracking back in certain situations. But he was okay. But he got himself forward pretty good. Willian, I'll give a 4 as well. I thought for me it was poor. Non-existent in the game.
I gave him a 3. I can't believe I've given him a 3.
Yes, there is. Mohammed, tell Tony.
It's shocking. But for me, it was just non-existent. Lacquer, I gave a 6 because he scored a goal. And I get it that he missed a couple of chances. But I'd like to say, it is Liverpool. And then the Aubameyang, I gave a 5. I think, I don't know. For me, it's just that he didn't get much opportunities in the game. And even though I think that off the ball, he was okay, passing was a bit poor. And I know he had kind of the chance at the end. But yeah, for me, he was just okay. But probably a bit lucky. I maybe should have given him lower. But yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got run through these quickly now. We've got Cricket Ball, Leno 3, Holding 6, Luis 6, Tierney 5.5, Bellerin 5, El Nene 7, Xhaka 3, Ceballos 7, Maitland-Niles 5.5, Willian 2, Lacquer 6, Uber 6. Andrew has gone Leno 4, Holding 6, Luis 7, Bellerin 5, Tierney 5, Maitland-Niles 4, El Nene 6, Xhaka 4, Ceballos 7, Willian 5, Uber 5, Lacazette 4. Cool K's gone Leno 3, Holding 7, Luis 8, man of the match, Tierney 3, Bellerin 4, El Nene 7, Xhaka 3, Ceballos 7, Maitland-Niles 5, Willian 2, Lacazette 6, Uber 3. Nabo, you got the conch.
Yeah, mate. I'm looking at Cool K and I'm pretty much where he is, except for with Leno. I mean, Leno 3, and the reason why, because passing out from the back is just not his thing, and it's just putting the team really under pressure, and the opposition can sense it, and they're literally pressuring us on our 6-yard line, and we just can't deal with it. So who have we got? Leno. Holding, I thought was great. Holding 7. Again, I don't blame him for the build-up play from the back. I think it's more to do with the goalkeeper than with the actual defenders. I've seen him play better. So Holding 7. David Luiz, 7.5. Man of the match, man of the match for 7.5, I'd say. Tierney. Yeah, it's going to be a free. It's going to be a free. It's the worst game I've seen him play. Gave away the ball a lot. I feel he was at fault for the goal. Yeah, I didn't see him doing much good, to be honest. Bellerin all over the place. I'm going to give him the same as Tierney. I don't see why he should get any more. I think 3 as well. El Neni, I thought was tidy. Nothing special. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Xhaka, again, another 3 and substituted. Ceballos, it's clearly a mistake by the manager. Should have started with Ceballos. I don't know who drops out, probably Xhaka, but Ceballos should have started. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I gave Lewis 7, right? So Lewis gets the man of the match at 7. So Ceballos gets a 6.5. Ainsley Maitland-Niles was busy, but for me, busy in a bad way. He didn't look sharp, didn't look his usual self, didn't look composed. You know, I saw him break up play a fair bit, but then distribution was awful. Touch let him down badly for that. Pass really, in a game like this, in these sort of games, to the Champions League sort of team, you've got to control that, lay it off to your striker or take a shot yourself. You're free. You're under no pressure. Willian, yeah, this is the conversation, man. This is the conversation. I think Willian. When I said Willian is like Ozil, I feel like Willian needs the players behind him. He ain't dropping too deep into the centre of the park. He ain't going into anywhere in the centre of the centre circle and picking up the ball and building up play like Cazorla. He ain't that type of player. You've got to give it to him in the final third, and you've got to give it to him with half a chance to do something with. He played that pass for Laka, when he tried to clip it over the keeper. And it was, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but for me, that's a Hollywood pass. Not many players can pick up that sort of pass with the vision and the weight on the ball. It's a really good pass. But
it's funny, Nabo, when you play with Pulisic, Eden Hazard, who was the best player in the Premiership the year before last, and when you're playing with Jorginho, when you got Giroud up front, it's a different kettle of fish to coming into in a midfield and you're playing with Xhaka.
You got to. He's a type that give him time and space on the ball. He will hurt you. He done it for Lacazette's. Aubameyang's goal against, who was it? You know, that goal, that first game of
Fulham.
Fulham. Yeah, great pass. That's just, you've got to give him time and pace on the ball. Without that, he's going to go missing. But for me, in this type of game, again, he was at fault for one of the goals as well, I believe. You know,
the second goal.
Yeah, for Robertson's goal, he didn't track back. You've got to be more busy. But in these sort of games, you've got to be more busy. You've got to drop into the midfield. You've got to ping out those passes. You've got to run with the ball. He done neither of that. So he's, again, I'm not going to give him less than Tierney, but for me, it's still a 3. Lacazette, he was doing well until he missed those 2 chances.
Yeah,
he's changed my whole perspective in one game, because, you know, me and Jay Lewis, we always go at it with regards to Lacazette, and for me, he does okay. You know, like I said, give him the service, give him support. You know, I think things will get a bit better. But at this level, remember, he was playing for Lyon in the Champions League. He was banging them in for Lyon when he played for Lyon. He's not some young kid, needs a whole bunch of time, yada, yada, yada. When you're in that position, one-on-one with the keeper, right, you've got to, I don't even want you to hit the target. You've got to bury it. Martinelli would bury it. I trust Nketiah to bury it. You are wearing that number 9 shirt. You're trying to clip it over. I agree with what African Guna was saying. Trying to clip it over the keeper like that, not when you're a goal down or whatever. I want you to open up your body and bend that past the keeper. He messed that chance up, and I'm like, that's it for me. That's it for me. No more number 9 for you. You've got to stay on the bench. We've got to get that left-sided player in. We've got to play Olber in it. He got a chance to redeem himself, and he done even worse. So for me, it's a 3.
The thing is, with all that you've said, there's no defensive work from him at all. Fabinho was free to do whatever he wanted today.
I'm not even watching that. I'm honestly not even watching that, because you know what? Like I said to you, he puts in a shift. I'm not watching that. Like I said to you, I'm taking the whole thing into consideration and context. We have no midfield. So there's a lot of players who will get let off the hook because of that. Because you need midfield. Come on, it's the heart of the game. But when you are wearing the number 9 shirt for a team that is challenging for top 4, and you find yourself one-on-one with the keeper, Jota, Jimenez, Vardy, you name it, they're sticking at the top corner. They're sticking at the top corner.
Tony, Danny in.
You get no reprieve. You get no reprieve from me. Anybody in the top, Harry Kane, Son, anybody is sticking out in the back of the net. You get no reprieve. I'll eat all my words. The chances are done. You've had the chances on the bench. Aubameyang, for me, again, there's been a complaint that people say, what does he do against the big teams? And I feel like, again, it's one of those things where I would say, again, let's give him the service and then judge him. And again, Vincey was right. I've seen this. I don't even complain about this anymore. Like, he's not Mane. He's not Salah. He's not Ronaldo. He is not a left wing forward. He is not a left attacking midfielder. He is a striker. He cannot build up the play on the flank. I saw him mess up on the flank sometimes. I just look away, like, he's massively out of position. So I'm going to mark him down, but I'm going to give him a 4 because at least he's not getting the opportunities to deliver. This game has told me that, fair enough, we need those 2 centre midfielders as a matter of urgency. But the moment that is done, I don't care if it's Draxler, Coutinho, I don't care if it's Zaha, I don't care if you play Willian and Pepe on either side. No more Lacazette. Get Aubameyang in the middle. You've got 2 failures happening. You've got a striker in the middle who can't score. You've got a left wing forward who can't play left wing forward. Come on. Slap him in the middle. Get that guy on the bench. Get a left-sided player on the bar. That's me.
Yeah. Tony, before I go to you, D has gone Leno 3, Holding 6, Luis 6, Tierney 4, Bellerin 3, El Nene 5, Xhaka 4, Ceballos 6, Maitland-Niles 4, Willian 5, Lacazette 4.5, Aubameyang 4. Can't go any higher as it disrespects Liverpool. Tony, you got the conch.
Well, I think I looked at Andy Roach and I think his scores were pretty much where I was pitching.
This one?
Yeah. So Leno 4, Holding 6, Luis 7, yeah. Bellerin and Tierney, 5 each. Maitland-Niles, I'd give 5 as well. El Nene 6, Xhaka definitely 4, Ceballos 7, Willian 4, Alba
I gave him a
4.
3.
Willian 4, Alba 4, Lacazette 5.
Excellent. Vincey.
Well, I've gone for Leno 4. It's all about confidence, guys. At the end of the day, we're playing the Premier League champions. You've got to perform. You've got to do the basics. So Leno 4. I've gone with Holding 6.5. Lewis, I gave him a 6. Tierney 4.5. Just did not look himself today. Bellerin, I give a 5.5. El Nene, he's my man of the match with 7. Xhaka, 2. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize for that. It's Xhaka.
No, I'm serious. I mean, at the end of the day, Xhaka's got a ceiling, but just did nothing, man.
But the buzzards are flying around the Emirates, man. When Partey comes in, it's all over for Xhaka, man.
He's just 2, and at the end of the day, he's first man off, so he can't get the same score as anybody else. Ceballos, I give him a 7. He came on, did the business. You know, at the end of the game, we're chasing it. 4 good passes. Niles, I just don't know what happened, man. A 4. He just did not look comfortable with the ball at his feet.
Yeah.
And that's concerning from a guy who we are looking up to. He's played better in previous games. Willian, for a guy who's supposed to be technically gifted, I give him a 3 because I'm expecting better distribution from him against Liverpool, holding up the ball, looking for plays in space. 3 at best. Lacazette, he took his goal well. And when I say he took his goal well, he got his feet to the ball and slightly touched it to misdirect Alisson to score the goal. But those two chances, 3.5. Outside of that, you didn't hold that line in at the top when we were pulled out of shape to drop back in midfield. Best I can give him 3.5. And that's for Abba.
Tone, quick question. How many shots did Aubameyang have?
Maybe 1 at max. I don't even remember 1.
Obama.
How you giving Lacazette less than?
I haven't given Abba yet.
Oh.
I'm talking about our captain now. Our captain's supposed to lead the team, compose the team, both halves, and he probably gets a 2.5. I'm serious. I'm sorry, for a captain. Seriously, this is Liverpool. Yeah. This is a guy who's on form, okay? And his passing was shocking. When he had a chance given to him over the top towards the end, just didn't. 2.5.
Sorry, Aubameyang, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay.
Need better.
That is mad. And listen, let's remember before we go to the African Guna, October is going to be the killer month. We know we got Liverpool away in the cup. We've got Sheffield United. We've got Manchester City away. We've got Leicester City at home. Man United away.
Month of death.
Yeah, that's horrible. So that's why we needed a point. But I mean, we're backs against the wall now. The African Guna. Let's hear your grades.
Lots of ideas in my head, so it's going to be quite a while. I'm going to try and break it down properly. The first thing is in answer to Nabil. He was saying that Lacazette used to score, a lot for Lyon, and he did. But I really feel that Lacazette is not that player anymore, man. I think that we've gone through so many different changes of formation and different types of play that he's changed. He's not that deadly striker anymore, and I miss that player because, and I don't think it's really his fault. I think it's Emery and all the crap that we've been through. Now he's more of a hold-up player than a deadly striker, and it's sad to see because you want to see the guy you spent 50 million on to be banging the goals. The second one I want to say regarding Willian, Nabil, your point where we're comparing the pass, that's a Kevin De Bruyne pass. Yeah, that's a money pass. That pass was incredible. And I hear you. He's supposed to be making those passes and stuff. But the problem is we need a midfielder to be making those passes. Willian shouldn't be in the midfield making those passes. That's where Ozil's supposed to be making those passes. So, we're taking away some of our, creativity and stuff where they need to be. Remember with Wenger, we used to play players out of position. We're talking about Aubameyang playing on the left wing and stuff. This is all reminding me of Wenger when we're playing players completely out of position and we're taking away some of our advantages. I just wanted to address that. Now, going into Leno, I'm giving him a 3, man. Listen, I still have confidence in him, and I don't think it's going to be this type of performance every game. I think against the lesser teams and the average teams, he will be better. But I think today, really, I miss Martinez today because whenever Leno is coming to get it and stuff, I just don't feel that confidence. Even when that second goal, he pushes it straight into play, man. Put that over the net, put that over the bar, or put that somewhere else. That was just really poor. So I have to give him a 3. For me, Holding, to be honest, guys, I didn't really rate him. I think he gets out of position too much. Sometimes, he's not clever enough. There was this one moment where the ball was coming, and instead of putting his body in front of Mane to let it go out for a goal kick, which a smart defender would do, and I'm not even a defender, and I can see this, he kicks it out for a corner, right? So just small things like that, he needs to improve on his game for me. I think he needs another loan, so I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think he was terrible, but I don't think he was the best. For me, David Luiz, same thing. I'm going to give him a 5. I don't see how he's not a match for me and stuff. He makes too many mistakes for me. The third goal, the defensive header, that was him. He puts it straight back right in the middle of the D where obviously Liverpool players are waiting to, to have a finish. So that's bad defending for me, I have to be honest. Tierney, he's my boy. I love him. It's biased. I can't give him a low score. I don't think that he was the worst, but I do see where you're coming from. Maybe he's still injured, and that played into why, maybe he wasn't ready, but, Arteta forced him back into the team. But yeah, and I don't think Aubameyang helped him either. So I'm going to give Tierney a 4, unfortunately. It hurts for me to say that because I love him. Bellerin, for me, I'm giving a 3.5, even a 4. I mean, T was atrocious for me today. I don't really want to talk about him. And yeah, he has these moments where he's really good for 2-3 games, and then he's back to his old self. And today, he was back to his old self. Now, in the midfield, El Neni, what can you say? I'm going to give him a 6. I think he was decent. I don't think he was bad at all. But again, like, he's just one of those guys who fills the spot. He doesn't bring anything to the team. No creativity, no nothing. He's just a guy you put there, and he gets the ball and he just passes it. Like, you know what I mean? He's one of those guys who's just doing a job. So you can't tear him because that's, he's playing within his capacity. But then again, it shows that we need improvement in our team. Now going on to Xhaka, listen, I stood up and gave him a standing ovation when he got subbed because I didn't think Arteta would have it in him to sub him. And I like to see that because usually we never see Xhaka getting subbed. So it's good to see that, even with El Neni in there, Arteta is looking at it and saying, you know what, I need to pull him off and bring Ceballos on. I'm giving Xhaka a 3. We all know I don't rate the guy. If I could sell him, I'd sell him. I'd sell him for 10 million. I'd sell him for nothing, really. I'd pay someone to take him. So that's my feelings on him. Regarding Ceballos, I'm giving him a 7.5. He's my man of the match because he totally changed the game. Without him coming on, I think, it would have been the same old stuff. If the pressure would have been on the team and they would have kept coming at us. When he came on, he changed the game completely. We were on the front foot. He created 2 amazing chances for Lacazette. Or 1 amazing chance for Lacazette, and he had other chances he was creating. The thing I like about Ceballos, right, and the thing that you don't see from Xhaka and El Neni, when Tierney or any of the defenders get the ball, you see Ceballos coming into the frame of the TV, putting his hands and saying, give me the ball. Give me the ball. He takes the ball and he turns around and he tries to make something happen. And that's what I love, and that's what I want to see from a midfielder. So I'm giving him man of the match, 7.5 for me. He changed the entire game, and without him, I don't think we would have even had any sort of chance. Maitland-Niles, I'm going to give him a 4. I think he was really poor, but let's be fair. If you're not playing consistently, especially when you're not a left wing back, you can't expect him to have consistent performances. He needs to be playing 5, 6, 7, 8 matches in a row for him to keep up his confidence. We play him, he has amazing games, and then we pull him out. And then, we can't expect him to come back and play against Liverpool and then have an incredible performance. So it was disappointing. He was giving away the ball way too much. Bad decision-making. I'm going to give him a 5. In terms of Willian, I think he was disappointing as well. I think Pepe needs to start the next Prem game, give Willian a rest, because now it's Pepe's chance, right? When you don't perform and you're in the starting 11, now you get pulled off like Lacazette. Now Nketiah and Pepe, for me, need to come into the starting 11. Here's your chance. Your starting players haven't performed. Here's your chance to prove to the manager and to the fan base that you deserve to start. So for me, Willian, I'm going to give him a 3. Lacazette, I would have given him a 5, but I give him a 3. A story I wanted to share with the panel and I guess the viewers is when I was in high school, I had a chance where I backheeled it. I got it. And instead of taking the shot with my left foot, I backheeled it. And it went straight to the keeper. And my coach took me straight off because that's unacceptable behavior. And as Nabil said, when you're 1-on-1 with a keeper and you're 2-1 down and you try to chip the keeper, and it's not even like you're playing some championship team. You're playing Liverpool and Alisson is in goal, who's one of like the tallest goalkeepers, and you're trying to chip him. And not even that, you missed the chip completely. For me, 3, disgusting behavior, and he should come out and apologize to the fans for that because he ruined the game for us. So that's really disappointing. I'm going to give him a 3, and Aubameyang I'm also going to give a 3. I think 2.5. Vincey is quite harsh. I feel bad to give Aubameyang a 2.5 when he carries this team. He carries this team so badly. But, Apollo, I mean, am I right to say that I've been calling for Aubameyang to start centrally every single time we do a team sheet? I always say play Aubameyang centrally because we have seen him, as Nabil said, at Dortmund. He plays centrally. He is not. His passing stats are bad because he's not an all-round player. That's not his game. His game is to run in behind the defender, one touch, bang, top corner. That's his role. So it sucks that we have to play him on the left wing, and people say, "Oh, he scores more from the left wing." We haven't even played him up front with 2 proper wingers next to him to actually see his productivity up front for me. So it's just really. My heart is hurting talking about our players like this.
Yeah, I just want to say something regarding Aubameyang. He had 26 touches in the game, okay, and 44% of them was accurate.
Yeah.
Now, I understand he's not a winger, but that stat, as a captain, shocking. Against Liverpool, that's unacceptable.
And then and see what happens when you put him in the middle now and you don't have no hold-up play, then the ball almost goes by the wayside. That's the only problem. That's why he's not in there, because Arteta wants his forward to do more.
Yeah, but as I said, you can't expect Aubameyang to be tracking back and then scoring the goals and stuff. He needs to be staying there on the halfway line and just bounce as soon as we get it. I mean, listen, Xhaka and El Neni, there are so many times when I watch the game, you see Willian, you see Pepe, you see Aubameyang, they're peeling off the defenders, and for some reason we don't feel the need to put them in. Like, give it a try. I don't know why we're so hesitant. Two things: we don't like to take shots from outside of the box, or like we don't like to take shots in general. And then the second thing is we don't like to play the ball, when there's chances and our players are actually moving, in behind the defenders. And that causes problems for a team with no creativity.
Tony! Bertram is calling you out and he's asking you, how was my donkey?
Which one?
The donkey that got took off with the horse and cart. With the square wheels. They took him off with the square caveman wheels.
Square wheels, yes. Triangle wheels, man. Square wheels. Don't give him that.
Vincey, sorry, say what you were going to say, mate.
I was going to say, going back to what Nabil was saying during the game about Aubameyang coming in midfield. If you look at the chances that Lacazette had, okay, there weren't crosses coming in from the flank. So if Aubameyang was in that position, he would have finished all 3 of those chances, even the goal that Lacazette scored. Yeah. And this is the point. It's like, it's not about where you are on the pitch. It's about what you do with the ball at your feet. So Aubameyang can play up front, but I can't accept your captain having 26 touches and half of them not going to your player. Can't accept that.
See, this is the thing with that, right? This is the thing that I watch. It's really good that we're having this conversation now, because I was seeing this all last season and I'm keeping my mouth shut because the guy is putting the ball in the back of the net. So there's nothing to say, but I watch him get the ball in that position, left flank or whatever, give it away. It's time to build up the play and it just falls apart with him. And I'm frustrated, but I'm just keeping quiet because I know if he cuts inside and he gets in the box or around the box, he's going to stick the ball in the back of the net. And there are few in the world that do it better than him. But the point I'm making is this: when you're out on the flanks, or you're in the hole, you know better than me. But when you're out on the flanks or you're in the hole in your specialist area, you have a sort of mentality, a way of controlling the ball. You're not scared. You know how to build it up. You can cross it. You can play 1-2s. You're comfortable. Give the ball to Alba on the left flank or in the channels, whatever. He's not comfortable. Put some pressure on him. Put Robertson on him, or put a top-class defender on him. He goes to pieces because it's not his comfort zone. He's well out of his comfort zone. If you said to me he had 26 passes and 44% completion rate in the middle, I'd say, well, what's going on? There's something we don't know. But if it happens on the flank, it's like that's his thing. That's regular. Until you get somebody who is comfortable out there, like people say, people say like Draxler's finished. Wilfried Zaha, all of these guys. It don't matter if we lose or we play badly like we did against Liverpool. They will not have stats like that in that position.
But Nabil, to counter your argument, look at that pass that he did to Niles.
Yeah,
this is my point. This is my point. You can't defend when you have the ball at your feet and your passing is poor in those situations. You can't turn around and say, well, he's out in the hole and there's no one. His passing and his decision making on the ball tonight was poor.
Can I just say something real quick? Let me just say something.
Right. Hold on. If that was Xhaka, you'd crucify him.
No, I wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I
Listen,
would.
let me say something really, really quickly. I'm gonna say it really quickly, and I'm gonna say it to the whole group because we're all like mature guys here, right? Who remembers Shevchenko or Batistuta or Crespo playing a really crisp pass through the middle? Who remembers that? Because I don't.
I do.
I can't.
They
I
For scoring.
Italian football, they played those passes all
can't
the
think
time.
of Shevchenko or any of them playing. I can think of them banging the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they do. That's what
in
you do.
Italian football, those guys were used to those link-up play. The
I
point
can't
of the
remember
matter
it.
is, tonight,
remember
it could have been a one-off with ABBA. It could have been a one-off. But
Guys,
it was
can I just-
poor.
I just
The
want
other
to
thing
say,
is
I
he's
just
not suited for
quickly
link-up
listened
play.
to,
Tony,
Mikel
yeah,
Arteta's,
Tony, you go, Tony.
Yeah, so I just quickly listened to Mikel Arteta's press conference on Sky, and he just basically said two things that stood out for me. One was, when you get a chance like Laka had, you got to finish it. That was a game changer. That was a game-changing moment. You got two crisp opportunities. One was probably offside, but the other one is definitely onside. And you got to finish that. The other thing is that he mentioned that they instigated a press on the back four. But when you got a guy like Virgil van Dijk who can hit a 60-yard pass and it lands flat on the chest of Salah, it negates your press. What does that tell you? He knows a baller when he sees one, and he knows what he's missing. Yeah? The fact that he said what he said about Van Dijk tells me you know what you're missing. You haven't got that player in your team.
And listen, the worst thing about Gabriel today was that he's been our best passer out of the backfield in the first two games. He's also been headed clearances out at the backfield. And I don't know why he didn't play today. That's a mistake from Arteta for me. You can't say the game is too big for him when we've got somebody like Holden who's done well in these games, done well in Man City and FA Cup finals and all that. And Holden had a decent game again today. Remember, Holden's marking Mane. I think I heard the African Guna talk about how he was struggling he's playing against Mane, probably the best wingman in the league.
Just a quick one.
And he played him well again, just like he did previously.
Well, wait, just a quick question on that. If Gabriel is playing instead of Holding, I think Gabriel does a better job because he's more physical and stuff. And
you guys have got it
bullying him, man.
Gabriel plays on the left, so it will be Gabriel instead of Tierney.
It doesn't matter. I even think playing him in that instance, even playing him there, I still think he would have done better than Holding. I
think Holding done okay.
Yeah, me too. I think Holden did well today.
Tierney for Gabriel, I would have said.
I would have played Gabriel in the middle and put David Luiz on the right and play Tierney on the left. I don't know why I wouldn't do that.
No. And I think the biggest frustration is we are ball playing team, and on the ball, our decision making. And when I made reference to anxiety on the ball, it's like as if we panicked.
Yeah, lack of poise, which is why I've said El Nene is such a addition in the middle of the park, because when Xhaka's in there, he panics under pressure. When he's getting rushed, he panics. On the counter attack, he doesn't have the vision to stop all the range. And the range is just how quickly is it going to get to a position. If you see somebody running, you don't run to the player. You have to pick an angle where you're going to go and shut him off. And that is, Torreira does this really well. Anene does it really well. Ceballos does it really well. Xhaka has no range. He can't tackle. He just can't. He's not a ball winner. And when you got somebody like that, it's like in American football, we call them Highway 95 because people are just going straight by them. And it's not just that, it's the progressive game. We saw Ceballos come on, created 4 chances. And where is that from Xhaka? And it's nice to see Xhaka playing 1 or 2 passes over the weeks, which I ain't seen him do for months. But you need to be doing that consistently to help your team soak up the pressure. We're not a good ball playing midfield. We haven't been. That's why we brought in Willian. That's why we're after OR. We're not good in the midfield at keeping possession of ball. We don't have the Arteta. We don't have the Cazorla. We don't have the Ramsey. We don't have people with the ability to hold onto the ball and find the pass. We don't have that Fabregas, Nasri. We don't have it, and that's why we're trying to get into the market to get a war.
Yeah, looking at the game that we played today, I mean, honestly, I'd be asking around if anybody's interested in buying Xhaka. If anybody's interested in buying,
no one wants to buy these guys, man.
If anybody wants to buy Xhaka, make me an offer. If you want to buy Lacazette, make me an offer. You know, Mustafi's there, Kolasinac is there. You know, Chambers.
How are we not getting rid of these guys? Socrates, Mustafi.
Because the wages are too high. The wages are too high.
Someone has got one.
You got to pay him 100 grand a week. Joseph, big shout out to you. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Joseph. He said El Nene Xhaka. Not for me tonight, Apollo. Not for me, Apollo, tonight.
I'm sorry, I also wanted to rate the ref. I'm giving the ref a 0. He was atrocious tonight.
You can't blame the ref. You can't blame the ref, bro.
No, I'm not blaming the ref. I'm just saying he was bad.
What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
I think that he was giving. He didn't give a lot of fouls, like the foul on Aubameyang when Fabinho took him out. That was a foul. There's a lot.
That's a strong.
We made like one foul, like straight yellow to Bellerin, straight yellow to Ceballos. Like, come on.
There were 2 or 3 of those in the first half, and I said, "Oh, foul, great, good position," and then he carried on playing. I was like, what?
"Yeah, the one on Lacazette, they knocked Lacazette on the ground and then played on."
I was like, "What? That's a stone cold foul." Oh dear! And then with that, you've got a free kick, you've got Willian, you've got a chance. It just didn't happen, man.
I think what I find frustrating is when I see videos of training, and you see the way how we are moving the ball, okay, and I know we're not really getting into space, getting above players, but when you go into a game against Liverpool, it just looked completely lacked confidence of moving the ball.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. For me, I think Arteta got it wrong. I think Gabriel, he shouldn't have dropped Gabriel. He should have trusted him for this game. Maybe we would have lived to regret it, but based on what I saw today, it went the other way. I think he should have stuck with Gabriel. Either he's going to play Tierney instead of Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but I think Gabriel's got to play in that left centre-back position in a free. That's what he was bought for. And I think absolutely you've got to start with Ceballos. I think, like someone said in the comments, that he gave Liverpool too much respect. But I think we'd have had a different game if those 2 changes had been made. And I think you could potentially just drop Bellerin and play Ainsley Maitland-Niles over there. Me.
Yo, where's Cedric? Well, why did we buy this guy if he's not even gonna play, man? What was the point of that?
Worst business ever.
Yeah.
He's in. No, he's not injured. He was in the team. I'm pretty sure I read James Finch's thing. He's fit.
He can't even get in the Carabao Cup squad.
You just bought him. You just bought him this summer. And he ain't even played. It's disgraceful, really.
It's been 8 months, Apollo. He's been here since January. He was injured for a bit.
No, I'm talking about officially. We didn't buy him then. We loaned him. I'm saying we bought him. Neomis, you've been quiet for the last 10 minutes. What's your thoughts? Neomis is on the rum already.
I'm so disappointed because I genuinely thought I thought we would draw the game, but as
me too.
I just started to believe that we could go and win it, and then the third goal for me just zapped me of any life and strength. So it's a lesson.
Yeah, guys, I'm still excited about this team. I'm still excited about the potential of what we can do. I'm excited about what our league position, where we can finish. I predicted we would finish 4th, and then when we sold Martinez, I said 6th. But a lot of you still think that we'll finish in the top 4, and I'm waiting to see us step up to the challenge.
Signing. Apollo, this is going to happen. I mean, we play Liverpool for sure, of course. But this is going to keep happening against smaller teams. We're going to keep.
We screwed ourselves with a goalkeeper, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Screwed ourselves with a goalkeeper.
Big time. That is the hardest position in football to fill, and you find a gem. And what do? Sell him off for a bag of peanuts and a packet of chips. Yeah.
Tonight, guys, you think about it. It was 2-1. We played poor, and we were still in the game within the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even with Ceballos coming on, doing his stuff. And if Lacazette had taken those chances,
it'd be a different game.
We could be walking away with something. So yes, we played poor, and I think the ratings across the board reflected it. But 2-1 for the majority of that game, I think we did all right.
Yeah, Bertram is itching. I'm about to close the stream down, and Bertram.
I don't think we did all right.
To get in.
I really don't think we did all right.
I'm just trying to lift my spirits, man. I wanted us to win.
Yeah. Let's be realistic. We just survived 90 minutes, and we had, I think, by my reckoning, about 3 players who delivered a performance above a 5.
True.
3 out of 11 players is poor, and one of them was your substitute. That's poor.
And one of them was El Neni.
The key thing now, if we were to rate Liverpool players now, because I don't think Liverpool were that outstanding. If you think about it, even though they won, if you were to, if you rate them, they weren't that good.
Liverpool are just a machine.
We were the better. No, guys, we were the better team in the second half. Let's not twist it, man.
Like 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
First off, we were hanging on because we didn't take the game to them.
We didn't compete with them.
Yeah.
First half, we were not in that game. We did not compete.
Because I'm looking at the table, we are in 5th place, tied with Villa, Crystal Palace, and Leeds, and it can only go up. And we're about to enter the toughest month of the whole season, really. When you look at the fixtures, the fight. Yeah, the fight starts now.
What's the rating for Arteta tonight then?
What's that?
What's the rating for Arteta tonight? Because everyone else has got a rating.
I'll give him a 4.
5.
I'll give him a 4.
Yeah,
5.
I'll give him a 4 as well.
Yeah, I would. You don't let a 22-year-old defender centre back have those 2 games, and then you're playing the champions. Could you imagine what must be going through Gabriel? The emotions must be clocking around in him, and he's thinking, I can't wait to take on these world-class Salah, Mane, Firmino. And then you find out you're not even on the team sheet.
So what did you say? Did you guys say you gave Arteta 4?
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Team sheet, man. You got that
He
wrong.
got that wrong.
Yeah, you got it wrong, but 4?
He got that wrong.
Yeah, I think he got it wrong.
No, but in adequate time.
Yeah, I would have changed it way earlier. Yeah,
fair play. I mean,
the thing that I wanted to mention was what does Willian coming in doing what he does detrimental to Pepe's development?
Huge.
You're asking the question I can't answer because
this is what Pepe does to Reece. What Pepe does to Reece Nelson is what Willian does to Pepe.
Only because we're deciding not to play them all. Only because we're deciding not to play them all. If we play them all, that's not a thing for us.
I'm not going to say nothing because you guys know my opinion. I would start Reece Nelson in these games. I told you that a season ago. So
After his last
can't really.
performance, I agree. After his last performance, I agree.
I can't really comment. He gives you everything. He goes inside, outside, he can go past players, he can run with the ball, he can pass, he can defend. He's got the full package, but he just hasn't played enough games. He can't get on the damn team sheet.
Tony will know this. I don't rate Nelson, but after last performance, if he performs like that every game, play him. I have no problem. Play him because that's what I want to see out of a player.
He's second in the team in dribbles. This guy's got the full package, but and Arteta said he could be another Raheem Sterling, but he just can't get in the team. The guy needs to play.
But I think to Tony's point, we didn't have an outlet ball to anybody today. So if you think about Pepe's attributes, and he came on late in the game, and we didn't really have a chance in that respect.
Vinci, right?
We played.
Because Liverpool knew, like they knew how we were gonna play, and look at their defenders, man. They had Oba on lock. Oba's usually they know who our outball players are. And
believe me, they've got 2 games which we beat them in, which they would have been watching all week. By the way, according to Jurgen Klopp, they've been watching those games all week. They were ready for us. That's what champions do, man.
So you're saying Klopp out-coached Arteta tonight?
I was pointing out to you what he was doing with his midfielders throughout the game, and that really dictated the tempo. It took our tempo away, and even when they were on top, you could see what he was doing. He's trying to spread wide. He was loading the left side, and when we switched play, he was loading the right side. It was almost as if he was playing tennis with us in the midfield, and they did just enough on top to keep to keep on top of us. We could not win that fight in the middle of the park. They dominated us. It was a chess match, and Jurgen Klopp won today. He was ready for us.
So Saliba needs to come into this team, as soon as possible. I'm not talking about the game on Thursday. I'm talking about the real games, because we need to start having a team that's consistent. I want to see the team that's going to be playing every single week. I don't understand what we're waiting for. Why are we always waiting to play our best teams? Why are we always switching players? As I said with Maitland-Niles, you can't expect this kid to come play 2-3 games and then not play and then just say, we're playing Liverpool. I need you to mark. I need you to mark Salah. Come and play. Like, come on. It needs to be consistent and confidence and the flow of the game and understanding where players are and just that relationship between players.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Arteta says Liverpool are superior to us in many aspects.
We knew that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to agree with that one.
But guys, we have a home game on Sunday against Sheffield United, which we have to get. Sheffield United, by the way, have played 4 games and have not even scored a goal. Not one. The African Gooner's frozen there. I should take a screenshot.
I told you, Klopp.
I should use that as my screenshot. Hey, the African Gooner, you look like the kid on Home Alone when he's been found at his parents.
It froze. It froze. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? With my internet, I was like, wait, what's going on? I totally forgot what I was going to say as well.
Kevin! You look like a kid on Home Alone. Now, I was just saying, look, Sunday we got Sheffield United. We're playing a team who haven't even hit the back of the net, and they've been atrocious this season. And we're playing at our fortress, and it would be a good 3 points if we can nick that, because everyone around us is falling to pieces. I can't believe we're scared of the Premiership. So lift your heads up, guys. We'll get there. I don't really care what happens on Thursday. Put the Pitney them in, Put the little baby in and see what they do over 90 minutes. And we need to focus now on Sheffield United on Sunday.
Need to focus on signing midfielders. That's what we've needed to focus on since the beginning of the season. Some stuff needs to be done this week. There's 7 days left. TikTok.
Yeah, I can see you on edge. Man,
I am every day. I'm taking questions on Twitter like 24/7, dude. I want to celebrate. Listen, if we sign 2 players, we need. My soul is gonna cry out of happiness. There's gonna be so much happiness in me. Like it's not gonna be manageable, and that's what Arsenal need to do to the fans. We deserve it.
Man's not gonna be able to sleep at night. Wake up with a twitch and everything.
The crazy thing, the crazy thing for our position, the crazy thing for our situation, looking at this Liverpool game, is not even going to be enough.
Yes, agreed.
Definitely, you can't pass it up. We're definitely going to need it. But believe you me, we need 3 good, strong players. Like we said, 2 in centre midfield and 1 on the left.
You know why? It's funny you mentioned that, because I talk about I've always compared Aouar to Nasri. I've watched him play various 7-8 games. I've watched him play with Leon, and he's just this little magician. But what people need to understand is what Nabil just said, is that when we had the 3 Musketeers, we didn't just have 1 of them. We had 3 of them. We had Riziki, we had Fabregas, we had Nasri, we had guys who could run rings around you, play with their eyes closed, play with their 2 hands tied behind their back, and pass the socks off you. We had 3, and all we're asking for is one. One's not really going to make that much. No, it will make a difference, obviously, because you got Willian there, so you got someone to bounce around off. But we, in those days, man, we were just magic, and we had Alexander Klopp coming off the bench, and Klopp was good. He was 2-footed, could play box to box. Good
Guys, don't forget we've still got Martinelli to consider. When he comes back, that's gonna be like a new signing for us.
Yeah, but Tony, that's in the attacking sense. We have enough people there. We need midfielders.
You can play him. You can play him in the pivot at the number 10. You can play him anywhere, man.
Of course you can, but we need more players. Why are we making excuses to say, "Oh, we have this one amazing player. Let's squeeze him into a position that we don't have a good player"? That's not the attitude I want. I want good players in every position. Yes, give Martinelli his chance. But that doesn't mean we don't go and sign players that we actually need.
I love how passionate the African Gunner is about the transfer market.
And another point to you, Apollo. We had the 3 Musketeers, and it's funny because at that time we had no defense. You know, Arsenal goes into the cycle. You know, we have an attack now, but we have no midfield, and we have a defense. You know, we never have all the players that we need, and then that's the problem with this team, man. We need investment.
Well, I mean, all I can say to that, mate, is we are a long way from the finished article, and what I mean by that is we don't have the players. First of all, secondly, we're not playing at 4 at the back, so we're not even in his native system. We're not even in the 4-3-3.
2 players away from finished article.
Let me break something down for you. 3 weeks ago, we had everything we needed in our defense. Everything. We sold one of them pieces. Yeah. Because think about it, 3 weeks ago, we had Saliba, Luiz, Gabriel, Tierney, Bellerin, Martinez.
Lockdown.
You could make a world-class defense out of all them players.
Yeah, you
make
can.
Niles as well.
Yeah.
You had enough talent there to have a world-class defense. And in one foul move, you destroyed it.
Money.
Yeah.
But listen, this is the thing. Guys, Tony, this is the thing, right? So I'm looking at today's game more than anything else, right? And I'm seeing again, like you gotta, if you want to be great, you got to measure yourself up against the great. And like we're playing Liverpool, experts at the pressing game, and I watched the way they pressed us on our 6-yard line. It was not nice. It was like, wow. I'm like, and I looked at it and I said to myself, damn. Leno can't handle this. He can't handle this. He's like way out of his depth. He's way out. But here's the thing. The point I'm making is this, right? And I keep saying it, right? We don't have Apollo's been saying it like season after season, mate. He's been crunching the numbers. He'll give you the stat. He'll give you the balance sheet, bro. And he'll make it clear to you that we don't have the money. And we need Aura. And we need Party. More than anything else right now.
That's why I would sell Lacazette. Yeah, that's why I would sell Lacazette.
Hold on. The point I'm making is this. Yeah?
No.
This is the point I'm making,
You don't
bro.
need them more than a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is the most important player on the pitch.
Tony. Yeah? Goalkeepers don't score goals, yeah? At the end of the day, I've seen Martinez play. I've seen him play. He's clearly better than Leno, and for sure, he's definitely gonna save you a couple of goals. He's probably gonna keep that at 1-0 for us when we was 1-0 up, right? But at the end of the day, yeah, you gotta score. You don't, otherwise you just draw. Or sooner or later, your defender will mess you up. You gotta score. And what we're lacking, as I watch this game, as I watch every game, it's hard for me to watch Arsenal because I know
creativity.
I know Arteta's doing great with this team, but there's this massive hole in the team. There is Willian is not that player. Willian is a final third creative player. We need that Zola type player. We need that transition player, the player who can, like a Scholes,
creativity. Yeah, which one? Sorry, Vincey. Before I go to you, Bertram has alluded to this on Sunday when we had our show, Tony, and we went through the front three, and we were like, who's creating? Who's creating there? And we're talking about, we see Salah, Mane, Firmino, we see them playing overlaps and 1-2s and darting behind the line and getting, making their runs on a consistent basis. Who's doing that in this team? Nobody.
I think in Nabil, in regards to your goal, the man.
I have to join. I was mad. I was in this executive meeting for the last damn hour. The meeting would not end. I was so pissed off that I had to come on to say my piece, frankly.
Hold on, Bertram, gather your thoughts for 2 seconds because Vincey has got to finish off what he's saying. And then
Vincey.
Yeah, what I was just saying in regards to the bill, in regards to your comment to Tony about the goalkeeper, you can clearly see our defense are disabled. They're not stable right now. They do not have confidence.
No confidence.
And that goes all the way through the team. In corners, in transition, in those crosses. If I wanted to be overly critical, Leno comes out and then he comes back. Lewis heads the ball out, second goal. Okay? And it's those things. I think it was in the first 5 minutes when Mane headed the ball down and Lewis had to come across to header it. Leno could have come out and got the ball. And it's these things that destabilizes the defense. And once your team is destabilized, you cannot build moving forward. So it doesn't matter who you have at the top, putting the ball in the back of the net, confident. It's eroded from the back.
So with that in mind, would you say no Aura, no party, just keep what we've got and stick with Martinez in the sticks?
Yeah.
Okay, what we've got is Leno.
You're not going
to.
I'm
asking you, Vinny. This is the question. Is that what you?
The problem is
you're not going to build a world-class team in one transfer window.
But you can destabilize it.
You've got to say,
agreed.
Build the team
Good
from
point.
the back.
Good point.
Yeah.
Keep the goalkeeper, and trust me, I guarantee you, Nabil, in next summer, you're going to see 3 world-class creative players come on the market.
Yeah, but what happens this summer? Well,
we don't need it.
I think the problem is. When you look at how
sorry, Apollo. Let me just corner Vincey and Tony a second, right? Because the way I see it is keeping Martinez, right?
Yeah.
Not getting Aura, not getting Party. For me, that's 6th place. Okay, the keeper's great,
That's
fine.
rubbish.
But
That's
where do you say? Where do you say?
Okay, so here's what you do.
Where do we finish?
You sacrifice Aouar and you get yourself Party, because Party is a game changer.
With what money?
Bruv, we've got the money to finance Party and keep Martinez.
No, we don't, Tony.
Yeah, we did. Apollo, don't be silly. We got 8
I'm not being silly. I'm being real,
straight off
bro.
the bat.
I don't understand. I mean, first of all, you're not even looking at the Tony. The 2 deals are not even the same. Our is paid over 3 years. Party is all the money up front. So from that standpoint, it's the 2 deals are not even.
You know what, Apollo? I'm gonna say it again. You do not sacrifice a worldly goalkeeper.
I agree.
To build your attack.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You never do that.
I totally agree. But the thing is, and what I mean by that is, if you look at how we played on the back end of last year with Martinez, losing Martinez has lost all confidence of the defense. And today, how we played the big teams, Chelsea, Man United and Man City and Liverpool, how we played them last year on the back end of that successful run, we're not going to be the same team this year because you've got a weakness in the goalkeeper. So straight away things are going to change. I mean, today I hate to say it, I don't think the scoreline would have been 3-1 if Martinez was in goal. I really don't, because the defense is just a different defense. I can't really say too much about it. You guys know my thoughts about it already. And that's why I dropped my prediction from 4th place to 6th. People thought I was joking. I'm not joking. A world-class goalkeeper will save you 10 points in this league. 10 points.
And keep you in the game. And keep you
so
in the game.
When do I get to have a say? When do I get my 5 minutes of fame?
Bertram, you go.
Can I get my 5 minutes? I have a lot to say. So fundamentally, we're blaming the wrong thing. First of all, we're not in Liverpool's class today. And what we realized today was that the one player we brought on with some skill almost changed the game. We can't keep the darn ball. We cannot keep the ball. So when Liverpool has the ball, so here we have fundamental flaws in most of our players. Abba, who's making $250 a year, cannot do anything but score a goal. He can't. He's the worst passer in the Premier League, period. Not in Arsenal team, in the Premier League. What was his stats today, Vincey? It must have been 30-some% because he missed the last 2 passes he made. He's awful passer, awful control, awful. Let's be frank. Lacazette has no energy. Good hold-up player, lost confidence, zero energy. That's why Nketiah should have played more than he played today. Yeah. On the right, William, I don't know what happened. Maybe he caught the Arsenal disease, but he's not doing well. He played well the first game. He's been awful the last 2 games. Let's go in the midfield. Xhaka, that was supposed to be his last game, frankly. I'm not a Xhaka fan, but I'm not going to bought by my players while they're playing. But frankly, today you saw, and by the way, Tony, how about my donkey, Tony? Let me gloat. How about my donkey? Against Liverpool, calm, collective, no pressure. Our problem is when we have players who we saw 2-3 years ago, we think it's the same player and we kill them to say, you know what, give him a chance to play. Today, he turned a couple of times in midfield. Xhaka is a tank, he can't turn. So let's go to, Ceballos was 10 today, frankly. Not 9, not 8, he was a 10. He changed the entire game. Now, granted, Liverpool a little bit more tired and backing off more. It's not the same team that played the first half, frankly. But it was a different construct in terms of the second half. And let's go to our defense. I used to be saying Holding played well. No, he didn't. He can't pass. He's next to Abba. He can't pass the ball to save his life. He can't pass. Yes, he's physical. Yes, he's a body. And David Luiz, guys, the first thing you learn in football when you hit a ball, you hit the ball in the air. You don't hit the ball down so that the player, the opponent, can catch the ball kicking your goal. He does it 3 times in the game and got away with 2. You hit the ball up in the air. So you know what? The player can't just take it down and do what they want to do. That's basic football. And where's African Guna? On Tierney. He was in school today, and he failed class miserably. Now, part of that was Arteta's fault because Maitland-Niles shut down Salah the last game, shut him down. Today, I don't know what Arteta was playing, what hybrid formation he had, with almost Bellerin on the right, and then on the left, he had a construct which made no sense to me. But the problem wasn't that it was Leno. All this Leno bullshit. First of all, the first goal, where was William? William is the winger. That means you cover the wing back. That means Robertson get covered by William. On the left, the right gets covered by Aubameyang. Bellerin, no, granted, Bellerin didn't look around. Bellerin hasn't looked up to now as to where the hell he is. But that's William's mark. In fact, William's head was down. His head was down.
Bertrand, we said that on the stream. We said that on the stream.
Well, I mean, I heard something different when I was listening. That people were blaming Bellerin and blaming this. No, it's William's mark.
The guys met. We were talking about it's Williams' man when they showed the replay. It was me that mentioned Bellerin. It was me that mentioned.
And guys, hear this, guys. If Laka scored that second goal, it's a different game. You know why? We won't be questioning as much. We will still go back compact. We'll still play counter-attacking football. And this argument about what we need, of course, we need Partey. Well, more Partey than a whole off, frankly, because Xhaka gotta go. Xhaka gotta go. I've had it. I mean, I don't mind about Xhaka. I try to help, try to support, but my support has been exhausted. He doesn't provide. You got to have.
I told you, you're playing with 10 men every game. Every time
we were today. We were today because Ceballos showed up Xhaka today. Ceballos showed up Xhaka really badly today because he came on. So here's the thing, guys. When you watched City yesterday, what you notice when Mendy made that turn and beat 3 players, it was a whole different game. Ceballos did the same thing today. He ran through 3 players. The defense opened up like the wide ocean because they're pressing high.
Yeah,
we don't have that capability. That's what Partey gives you. That's what War give you. So I'm chopping at the bits. I was chopping to come in here because I'm frustrated. I'm cussing because I'm on this call. I have to be in this meeting. I can't get on. I'm so pissed off. And I'm watching the whole game thinking, Abba, please pass a ball. Please pass a ball to the person in the same color that you have, not the other player.
Yeah.
So all these people raving about Aubameyang, and Aubameyang is better than Mane here. Troops saying that. Troops are I mean, not curse. No, nothing about football. No, nothing about football. Nothing about football. Mane, you saw Mane today?
Yeah.
Mane today.
Yeah.
Mane is ridiculous. The most complete player in the Premier League.
Yeah.
The most complete player.
Who was marking him? Holding.
No. Look, no. Well, holding. No. Apollo. He's moving all over the place. No, holding didn't really mark it. What did he do holding on the line?
Holding was on him. What are you talking about, man?
No, he ain't marking. No.
Look what Holding did to him in the Community Shield.
I didn't see Holding really marking him because Holding can't pass a ball to save his life.
Yeah,
he's atrocious.
Yes, and we know that, and we know his passing's not good. I'm talking about.
Having said all of that, I predicted 3-1. I am proud of the team, no matter how deficient they are, because they tried. It wasn't like they went there, laid down. They got chances. Like I said, chance. Look, he missed the first one in the offside. He shouldn't have been offside. The second one, he has to score.
Yeah,
he tried the same thing again. He has to score, which then changes the game. Look, Liverpool is one of the best side I've ever seen, frankly. They're ridiculously good. Their parts are interchangeable. Their forward line doesn't need a midfield to be creative to play with them. They're an exceptional team. But at the same time, we have a decent team, but we have too many players with deficiencies. Xhaka, Abba, Laka, and don't let me talk about Pepe because, look, we keep defending him, and I keep saying, Apollo, if Zaha was playing today, would you have seen him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he would have taken a personal challenge. He loves these games. He loves to play against the big boys. He loves to demonstrate his skills.
I agree, but then the problem is what happens when you go to Fulham and you go to Brighton, he don't turn up.
No, but so we play Pepe. So Apollo, look, Apollo. look, Apollo, look at this, Apollo. What we need today was to keep the ball, right? What you need is players with presence. So you give the ball to Zaha, you give the ball to Ceballos, frankly, give the ball to El Nene, they can keep the ball. Nobody else can keep the ball. Laka can keep the ball, but Laka is too slow. But anyway, I want to come on. I know you guys, it's late in the UK, and I'm here get frustrated. My nephew is teasing me big time because my nephew wants us to lose, and I'm pointing these things out to him. I'm like, I bet we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Nope, we're not doing it, we're losing. And he's there laughing his butt off. And so I'm frustrated because I think we could have won the game today, at least draw the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Team. We know that. We're going to draw the game.
I agree. Tony, he's leaving me messages.
Tony, he didn't play Gabriel, did he? Because you can't play a left-sided defender in today's game on the right. That's why I didn't play him.
Listen, Tony, he was sending me messages saying, Apollo, how long are you going to keep the stream on? How are you going to? I said, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to get on. I'm not under no. We've been going for nearly 3.5 hours, guys. No business.
Yeah, listen.
And by the way, Nabil, your analysis is good because I was cussing some of you guys about your analysis, frankly. I was getting all pissed off. I said, your analysis is good. I was cussing some of the guys about their analysis in the game because I was getting frustrated because I'm watching the game. I said to Apollo, what game am I watching that's different from you guys are watching? Like on the first goal where somebody was saying it's Bellerin, I'm like, no. And Tierney, I can't wait to talk to African Guna. Tierney got roasted. He's like he wasn't even playing. And guys, here's what is important. Here's what's important. You notice that we're not pressuring their defenders. Because we're great defenders, in terms of their offensive ability. So they're making 40-yard passes between the left back, the right back, Gomez.
We wasn't in their face like we was 2 games previously, and on the flanks we weren't stopping those crosses from coming in. The energy just wasn't there today, and I don't know why. I don't know why Arteta went for that game plan. For me, he got it wrong, and it starts with your front three. If you can't maintain the pressure on the front three, and that's why I said to you guys, there's 2 things we got to do today. We got to start El Nene, and we have to start Nketiah. When I saw how much time and space Fabinho had, I said, within myself, I didn't say it out loud, but within myself, I said, we're toast.
But here's what happened, Apollo. You know what? They were there for the taking. They weren't doing that great when they got pressure. A couple times they got pressure between Alisson kicking the ball out or making bad pass. They weren't doing that great. And Nketiah had to play earlier. Maybe not start the game, but he had to come in earlier to put that pressure on because you and I know this. Any one of us, if we're not getting pressure, can look like a worldie.
Yeah.
If you're playing football and you're not getting pressure, of course you're going to look good. If someone's in your face, it's a different game.
Did you see that ball Ceballos played over to Nketiah and Alisson ran outside of his box to get it? He must have been way off. In fact, as soon as the ball left the boot of Ceballos, he must have been banged straight off his line.
He knew it was
Ceballos was impressive. He learned from the last game against Liverpool because he was poor the first time he played him early last year. He was very impressive today. I mean, I'm normally say Ceballos hold the balls too much and he can't be a pressing team. He was very impressive.
really quickly, I'm just reading a comment, right? And it's really the last part of the comment that makes me sit up and think. Like, so this person is saying, it's D Dubs, and she's saying, he's saying, Pepe is not a starter.
Oh.
Right? So with Willian playing as poor as he played today, who starts, Pepe or Willian?
I think they have to rotate them. I think we have to find out during the season which one is going to be. Let me take a step back. I think we should try Pepe in the middle.
You know my answer to that, Reece Nelson. I'm not going to say it again.
Because both of them have had bad games. So why not try the third choice?
You know my answer to that, man.
No, William was had a tough time. I'm not sure why. The part of it's not his fault because he's used to having the ball when he plays for Chelsea. He's starved today. They all starved.
Listen, in response to your question, Nabil, what you got to remember is we beat Man City with Pepe. We beat Liverpool with Pepe. Yeah? Look at his stats for last year. I'm not saying he's ready. He's far from the finished article. But I'm worried that Willian comes in and puts on these lackluster displays, and that knocks Pepe's confidence. I'm worried about that.
Well, Sarping was definitely knocked with those corners because, boy.
Yeah.
This
is the guy. Remember, this is the guy whose set pieces are the best of any player we've had in years.
Yeah.
Our forward line we've gotten rave reviews by pundits and others, have too many deficiencies. Liverpool forward line
expensive in the Premier League. That's why.
Yeah, Liverpool's forward line, apart from people complaining about Firmino not scoring, they are brilliant.
Good shout.
They are ridiculous.
Bertram, look at Andrew's comment. Andrew just hit the ball on the. I don't know. I think Arteta got it hugely wrong today.
No, but Arteta played the same team he played against them the last time, right? He's trying to balance the team out. It's not about Gabriel. He's trying to play this last because he figured I can repeat this.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying the same team, but look at the goalkeeper. When your goalkeeper's not giving you the confidence, you're a different team. Man. You're a different team.
Why are we, Apollo. You and I and everyone else, and especially Ebony, need to get over. We have lost. He no longer play for. Let's focus on what we have.
Yeah, okay.
So we can't bench him. We can bench Xhaka. We can't bench him.
Bertram, it's a long season, man. It's going to be painful. It's a long season.
Somebody says that Martinez has got a 100% record against Liverpool, and Leno's got a 100% losing record against Liverpool.
Martinez has a 100% record everywhere. He got as good as a 100% record.
Yeah, listen, Martinez ain't even let a goal in these first few games. And
I think everyone here on
Did you see the Villa game? Did you see the Villa game today?
No, I was working. I couldn't take it.
82nd minute. He got a hand to it and it hit the top end of the bar. Beautiful save.
Guys,
look, I've said this, which is we're gonna regret selling Martinez.
Guys, they're gonna have to love you and leave you.
No problem, man. I think we've been on too long, so we have to shut off now. Bertram, have you got everything off your chest?
Yeah, I got it off my chest. Look, today's another day. We play Liverpool against Thursday. The kids will play, and they probably put a better performance in than we did today. So
Sunday is what we need to win, guys. Anybody got any last closing comments before I shut it off?
Have a good week, guys.
Yeah, my last closing comments in. I hope Arteta realize that Xhaka is not the answer.
We cannot get Martinez back, so just get me our. Get that money spent. Put it to use.
Yeah, I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times.
We don't need our.
No, we need Partey. We need Partey.
Whatever. I don't mind. I'll take either.
Guys, I said it once, and I said it 1,000 times. Ever since Xhaka walked into this team, we have not finished in the top 4, and we never will.
And I'll gloat by saying El Neni has not had a bad game yet.
Yeah,
agreed.
Even against Liverpool twice, he hasn't had a bad game yet.
Agreed.
I will take this as the worst performance for the season. I don't want anything below this.
Yes, I'd agree.
I don't want anything below this. Go for it.
Well, buckle up because with that goalkeeper, things might get a tad little bit worse, man.
Come on, Apollo.
Neomis, your last comments?
You can't end it like that. Listen, let's go on. Let's get the win. Let's start a winning streak going. We got City in a couple of weeks. We'll fucking beat them, and let's really power on.
You want to be City, who's coming with vengeance in their heart for everyone else the rest of the season.
On a positive note.
Hey, listen. Let's see this Alex Ruinson goalkeeper on Thursday. Let's see what he's all about.
That midget.
You see Tony's face.
The man is a backup keeper in the second division side.
Did you see Tony's face?
This is what worries me, bro. I'm not joking.
Oh my
God. Midget coming to the club. I'm like, I want to go with that midget.
Yeah,
he's got here as he knew our goalkeeper coach.
Can we play 2 in goal?
All right, guys, that's it from us. Thanks everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys that have been. This is officially the longest video that we've ever made, and we've had to talk it out. We've had to get it off our chest, and we have to move on to the next one. As they say in the NFL, next man up. We have to change it up on Thursday, put the Pitney them in, and look forward to 3 points on Sunday. And remember, this Sheffield United team has not scored a single goal in the first 4 games. We need to come out with intent and embarrass these guys because of the performance we put in today. So let's keep our fingers crossed and back our team for Sunday. And look, if we win, we're in 5th place now. If we win and the teams above us don't win, we're just going to keep climbing up the table, putting pressure on everybody else. And I keep telling everybody, let's not look at Chelsea. Let's not look at Man United. Let's not look at Spurs. Let's look at Liverpool and let's look at Man City. That is the guideline for us. All right, guys. Peace, man. We're out.